How do you go from this tranquility to that violence?
I usually take the Ferrari.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
But this is Miami, pal, where you can't even tell the players without a program. Down here, you're just another amateur.
Leave anything for us?
Just bodies.
What's going on, everybody? Anthony here, 6Kill Mafia. We are on episode 117, man. Tales of the Dark Side Saturday night, guys. I feel like we haven't been around in a couple weeks because we haven't. Did not do last week. So, but it's gonna be a fun night tonight, man. We got Mario here in the house. We got Jay coming in shortly. Do you want to say what's up to everybody before we get into it, though? We got Chris in the house. What is up, my man? Let's get radical. Hell yeah, dude. Pursuit of Awesomeness. AJ, what is up, my man? Thanks for coming through, man. We got Sean Breeze as well. What is up, my friend? Charlie the Unicorn here, 45 minutes early, my man. What's up, bro? Thanks for coming through, my friend, as always. Movie Cannon also in the house. What is up, man? Hope you're all doing well. Family event tonight, but we'll catch the replay. Appreciate it, brother, man. Have fun with the fam. Charlie Unicorn says, PO the Conan 4Ks. Yeah, man, those things were just yeah, dude, just heard about that, man, from Hector. That's awesome. Like the Collector, what's up, my man? How you doing as well, man? Primetime Reviews, what's up, buddy? What is good, my friend? Who else we got in here? Lewis Bits, what is up? Everyone needs to see Godzilla -1 Color. Dude, I still gotta watch the movie in general, man, but I think that's pretty damn awesome that they did a black and white. Mark Hansen also in the house. What is up, my friend? What's good, man? Queso Blanco, what's up, my man? What's we got in here? Jedi Chris, yo, what's cracking, brother? Got Dinesh in here in the house. What's up, man? Amir as well. Pedro Lopez, my friend, what is good? Mike Favela, another day, another Joker. Never ends, man. Hot Toys Nightmare, what's up, brother, man? Hope you and your fam are doing well this Saturday night, dude. Brian Richards as well. What is up, dude? Blitz also in the house. 12-inch Mo stream. You have data in hand, dude. That's awesome, dude. Congrats, my man. Austin Nichols, what's up, my dude? Hope you're having a good Saturday as well, my man. DJN also, yo, man. Chi-Town, that's up, man. Representing, dude. What is up, man? DJN, man. Yeah, I think that's it, man. Still have a few more people rolling in. Mario should be here, so I'll let him bring himself in whenever he's ready. If he's not, he is.
I'm ready. I've just been waiting. I've just been waiting in the back, patiently waiting. That's all.
All right. Well, what's up, man? Happy Saturday, dude.
Happy Saturday, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing a little jealous, man. You got that Kurt Cobain
jealous?
there, bro.
What are you jealous about?
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at what?
What do you mean, what?
What?
Look at that Kurt Cobain.
Oh, this right here? This right here? Yeah, that's nice. It's
like
a nice
dude?
figure, dude.
How do you like it?
Cracked it open last night on LWO, man. It's I don't know if I'd give it a 10, to be honest. Ooh. But it's I really like it a lot, man. I love this thing for what it represents. I mean, obviously Kurt Cobain, right?
Of course.
I'm over here I'm catching up on some work from yesterday that I had to finish, and had Nirvana in the background while this figure's like right here next to me, man. So it's actually pretty cool, dude. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm just
one of the things I'm having a problem with is the arm, or the arms are kind of tight a little bit, so that was kind of worrisome.
Oh,
there's one. I just have a couple nitpicks, to be honest. Like in the holes in the sweater, right? Mm-hmm. You can see like just a regular standard body, right?
Like some of the joints, like in the elbow and stuff.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. That's kind of it's just a minor nitpick, man. But I mean, it displays beautifully, dude. The head sculpt is well painted. It's an excellent portrait, man. The hair sculpt is insane, man. I love how they've actually sculpted it and painted it with all the different wash, the colors of wash that are in this thing. The blue eyes pop. The guitar is dope. I thought about all the different hands that it comes with. At first, I was thinking like maybe not enough, but I think it's fine. It only comes with like 3 extra sets of hands, or 3 extra hands rather.
Oh, really?
And I think that's all you need. I wouldn't imagine anything else that you would need, except maybe.
Ideally, you're going to want to have him playing the guitar.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But I think maybe a more of an expressive second portrait would have been cool. The one with his eyes closed is cool, right? You can put the cigarette in his mouth; it looks dope. But also if like Jay showed his review, if y'all haven't watched it yet,
He did.
he's got him with a chair, sitting on a chair, and I think that would have been like a dope accessory to have with this thing, man.
I was a little shocked at his review score, but I will leave it up to you guys to go check out his review if you haven't. So I don't want to spoil it, but
yeah, I can understand that.
I'm excited though. I have my invoice. I have to pay it off. It's not the money right now.
Dude. This is my first Blitzway figure, dude. You know,
really?
got Blitzway statues, but
okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, this is the first figure, man. And I really like it a lot. They did an amazing job with it. The head was kind of a pain in the ass to kind of pop off to swap out. You know, it just seemed kind of like stuck in there pretty well. I was worried about breaking the body or something like that, or kind of like messing up some of the clothes, or if I was going to rip something, but everything is fine.
Yeah. Well, they're kind of hit or miss. I mean, like the Ghostbusters are pretty well made. The Bill and Ted's had problems with the seamless elbows. I mean, mine ripped, Jay's ripped. I'm looking forward to it, but you know, again, guys, go watch Jay's review on it and you'll find out, because I was a little shocked. Speaking of Jay, what is up, my man?
Hey, what's up with you, everybody? How y'all doing tonight?
We're doing great. Good evening to you.
Yes. Dude, that 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘, bro,
It's
Mario, come on.
I really like it, man. It's dope. I was having a little bit of trouble putting together the mic stand. Hey, thanks, Spock. Appreciate it, bro. Putting together the mic stand was kind of like, I'm trying to put these things together, right? Because nothing wasn't going in there. But eventually, they just kind of wedged it in there, and they got it all working. But I love how it's adjustable, dude, like a real mic stand. It adjusts up and down, you know, and this bit right here, along with the actual mic itself, goes up and down the way that it swivels. That's really cool, man. I really like it.
You know, that figure really, I didn't think about it. It's just because, you know, when I saw they were making 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗖𝗢𝗠, it was just like, hands down. I think all of us here, we grew up with that. You know what I'm saying? We grew up with Nirvana. You know, I remember being like 91, 92. I'm like 11 years old on the swings, humming Smells Like Teen Spirit. You know, I actually remember when it premiered. I remember when Smell Like Teen Spirit premiered on MTV, and they were like, oh, they was making a big deal about it. And it comes on, and I was just like, when those drums kick in, I'm like, it just, yeah, that's when my journey to music like began. So when they came up with, you know, when Blitzway said they were making that figure, it was just, you know, of course, it was like just bought. But I didn't think about the shelf presence. That figure just has shelf presence. They picked the right outfit and just it just pops. It really does. It's great. It's a good figure. It's a real good figure.
I will also say the sweater is a little kind of throwing me off a little bit, because it did kind of give me that Freddy Krueger vibes when I cracked it open. Just a little bit. But I got over it, man. Yeah, I got over it though pretty quick though, dude. I mean, it's nice. I really like it a lot. But god damn, this thing's going for what, 7 or to 900 on the aftermarket right now?
I sold on Macari for 6. I sold on Macari for 6. Oh, that looks familiar.
Yeah, that looks familiar. Jay's review, guys. Again, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I got it muted so we don't hear your critique and score, which I was a little shocked at, but
you don't need a copyright strike either, man. So
I can't wait.
Just to keep it muted.
Definitely.
Jay'll come at me, bro.
I wanted to use the Nirvana music so much.
You want to, right? But then you're like, shit. I
was kind of surprised at the music you chose for this thing, man.
It wasn't the best, I'll be honest. It was not the best. It would not be honest. But I was just like, and I get real hung up over that type, especially, you know, when you're dealing with such an iconic band. And
well,
you know,
sure, of course.
You know, it gets that's where it gets a little like you know. But I didn't like
details in the shoes and in the pants, man. I mean, the way it's washed and weathered, you know, the extra text that they got like towards the toe of the shoes, and all that's did an amazing job.
You know, when I saw the jeans, it just reminded me of the used. Remember the used jeans they had in the 90s that everybody was wearing? I don't know if that was just a thing that we had here on the East Coast, but yeah, the used jeans, that was the thing.
Well, everybody had used jeans, but I mean, yeah, it was kind of weird though, right? Because like a little bit later, like stores were actually selling them all fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. It was called.
Why might have just torn up from skating and fucking myself up as a teenager. But yeah, there was a. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, dude. But he looks great, man, and you did a great job on the review, man. I'm glad you have it. Mario has it. Like I said, I'm waiting for mine, dude. I'm pleased that you guys are both happy with it because, you know, I'm getting it. So I was a little concerned, right? I was like, oh shit, like if you guys are like, oh, I don't know, then I'd have been kind of like, oh. So I'm pleased. I'm pleased that the response has been positive for him so far, man. I didn't know he was going for that much already. I haven't really looked.
Yeah, and it was some guy out there selling for nine grand, which I'm just like, what the hell is it? I'm like, was it signed? Then he found a way to go, you know,
Seriously.
get a damn DeLorean and go back and, you know, back in the past and have Kirk sign it. I mean, with the
Yeah.
You know, am I bugging or does that kind of like Corey Feldman?
You're bugging. I'm also bugging because we got Brett up in the house.
Whoa,
hey,
Surprise guest.
Oh shit.
What's up, bro?
It's been so long, and finally I'm on holidays, and I have a bit of more time.
I'll see you some time. Okay, excellent.
Nice. What's up with you,
My
bro?
man, how are you?
All good. And you?
We're doing great, bud. Did you pick up the Kurt Cobain?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Wow, you don't remember his review? He was like one of the first ones to review it.
Ian subscribed to my channel.
Yeah. Well, it happens. Nobody watches.
You don't remember? I even printed the 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗕𝗥, the badge.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, because completely blank on those things. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Keep
dope.
forgetting, man. You get your shit like way early. So we all have it.
Yeah, we all.
I'm just waiting for mine. I gotta pay off my invoice.
Yeah.
𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗕𝗥. Oh my God, it's Bretta. What's up, my man?
All right.
Evo also in the house, man. Late Bloomer, what's up, brother? Man, what is up, dude? Real's back. Always great to see you all Saturday nights. Always, bro. Appreciate. Yeah, dude. Charlie's been 30 years, dude.
30 years.
Yeah.
30 years. And I think today was the first day in about, I would say 20 years that I actually listened to Nevermind in its entirety. Damn, that's a good album. Just really is a good, like, I'm talking about from top to bottom listening to it. It's a damn good album.
It is.
Joel says there's a qualifier to own this figure, man. I think we have to know like at least 10 Nirvana songs or something like that.
I agree.
Yeah, but see, Nevermind is kind of like the Black album from Metallica, I feel like.
Yeah.
Where it just kind of went like super mainstream, you know?
It did. It did.
You know, like Bleach was awesome and In Utero was awesome, but I think like Nevermind just like took the storm. I mean, once that Smells Like Teen Spirit music video hit, it was like, like just a crazy wave. All you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, MTV had that video on loop. I don't know about if you guys remember, but every time I cracked it open, dude, that was my shit.
Out of that.
They
played the fuck out of that. I remember those days.
They call me Q saying you need to name 10 songs that aren't on Nevermind. Before that, Nevermind was 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗢, right? And before 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗢 there was the other. What was
Bleach,
the
wasn't
name?
it? Because In Utero was after.
No.
Bleach is the first, right?
There is one that was never kind of distributed. That is like was like a B
Muddy album from the bank.
Exactly. That one.
Yeah, it took me a minute to remember. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But we better change topic because Mario doesn't like to talk about music. Yesterday on LWO, I was.
What are you talking about?
I was talking about music. No one knew anything.
I was tuned out because I was putting this thing together, man. That's why.
Well, I mean, music nowadays is just not what it was. So if that's all people know nowadays, they don't. I mean, who knows?
That's why you hear everybody over here where I'm at just playing a bunch of older shit. All the shit that I listened to back in the day.
Well, it's the best. Music nowadays is just not what it used to be, my friends.
The 90s was like a renaissance. The 90s, just the music in the 90s, I mean, in my opinion, is almost like comparison. It's like we had a hit, like a big music renaissance there as it was in like the 60s. It's just like the grunge era, the gangster rap era, all that. It was like you had all that going on at the same time.
R&B, all that shit, yeah.
R&B, like all of it was just good.
Well, any genre, you pick any genre, and it was hitting.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was. Didn't matter what if you weren't into it, whatever that genre was, it was still like it was awesome.
Even adult contemporary, even your country with the Garth Brooks and all that. I mean, it was all the music was good. Every genre was slapping back in those days.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, Deftones was on loop. My beat up Honda Civic. I had a
I never really.
dude.
I never really like got into the Deftones, man.
They're
Outside
amazing.
of
Adrenaline was really good. The first album.
what was it? Change, I think it was. That's like the only
Oh,
jam I really listened to, but I never really explored it after that, man.
Change is way later. Change
Yeah.
is way
Yeah,
later.
that's when
Adrenaline was like
that's
their best.
Pony, right? Change
Well,
is
it was
on like
Adrenaline,
3 different.
then it was Around the Fur, then it was White Pony.
White Pony
was
right.
with
Yeah.
the Change.
And that's when they started to kind of fall off,
Oh, really?
in my opinion.
That's when I stopped hearing them. I never heard them after that.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Change on like 3 different soundtracks? It was on the Queen of the Damn soundtrack. It was on something. It was on a
Exactly.
bunch of soundtracks.
Man, do you remember when movies
That's a
had
dope
great
song, though, man.
soundtracks?
It's beautiful.
That movie, the Spawn. Spawn is an amazing soundtrack.
Yes, it
Korn
does.
did the music for
Yes,
Spawn.
yes, yes.
Oh yeah.
Great sound.
Steven Tyler, Artisan, please. It's awesome,
I would
man.
buy the shit out of it.
Deftones' latest album is awesome. I'll have to give him a listen. I haven't really listened to him in years, dude.
Same year.
Charged as
I'm still
Batman
going,
89.
yeah.
That was a dope soundtrack too, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Prince,
Yeah, dude.
he killed it, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh hell
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
Oh, I'll probably listen to that probably once a week, especially "Scandalous." That's my song.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Once a week, huh?
Anytime I finish, this is the thing. Anytime I finish a review or finish like a video for work, I put on "Scandalous." I don't even know why. I
No,
just put it
really?
on.
You're just like, hey,
You'll hear me go "Scandalous."
all right, all right.
Right?
Yeah, dude. Lost
Oh, like-
Boys
like you-
soundtrack was
you just
awesome. So was The Crow,
Yeah.
of course.
Yes.
Yes, you got Pantera on there. You got Rage.
Stone Temple Pilots. Yes.
Yeah, The Cure, Nine Inch Nails.
Nine Inch Nails.
Good times, guys. But can we talk about this battle droid?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, why
Somebody
not?
excited?
Yeah,
There's
talk
people
about
that are
music and all
excited.
that,
Tell me
but-
there's people that are
Oh,
excited.
yeah, there are people excited.
Okay.
I
Are
like
you
it.
excited?
Me no, but I'm happy for those who are excited.
Okay. I think it's pretty cool, man. I'm glad the Attack of the Clones is getting some stuff, and
Yeah.
it's just army building is a little tough for me,
Exactly.
you know.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how people can army build 1/6, man. It's just
Well, you absolutely can. I mean, you've got people that just collect clones, for example.
if that's all they collect, then yeah, I can see that, man. But there's just so much shit that's out there, man. That's like worthy of your dollar. Just army build. Well, in my opinion, dude.
Well, that's
So-
because we have different tastes, though, right? I mean, there's
Yeah,
someone's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, I'm
Of course,
solely
of course.
focused on, I just love collecting prequel stuff. There's a lot of people that do. So that's cool. For me, though, yeah, I'm like in the same boat. I'm kind of like, well, I don't want to just. The problem that I have, just my personality, is that like I wouldn't want just one.
But I can't deny
Right.
this looks dope as fuck, dude. Look at that.
Like, that looks
That looks hella sick, man.
right. So
That's just beautiful right there.
yeah, they know how to sell it, dude. You know. But you know, it's either way. You know, it's cool, man. I'm glad that all this Attack of the Clone stuff's coming. I mean, we have like a few more. I think Anakin, Padme, and Mace.
Mm,
Yeah.
They've released 6 now, right? Out of the 9.
Yep.
yeah.
So, I mean, pretty damn cool. But I mean, what are these things again? Like two? Forget how much they
I
are.
think it's 245. 245. Yeah.
I think it's
Sideshow.
decent for what it is. Considering how much everything is going for these days, I mean, you're not going to get much more cheaper than that these days, unfortunately.
Is
No,
decent to
but-
get 1 or 2, not for army build.
Yeah,
245.
yeah. But I mean, even if you get 2 or 3, that's $500 to $800.
This freaking photo right here is what got me more hyped about it. To be honest, I
Absolutely.
mean, seeing this set up here with Dougal leading the charge, it's like, fuck.
Oh yeah.
It's not that I
this
want
is-
to create this. It's just everything in this photo looks like hella dope. You know?
Yeah.
But to create this, what are we looking at here? To get this, what is it about? What is this about?
7.
2,500?
Well, you got 7 battle droids in the rear. You got 2 of the heavies, Django and Dooku.
Mhm.
So
It's about 35, right?
it's a lot. I don't know. I don't do math in 1/6, so but yeah, it's a lot.
That needs to be a shirt. I don't do math in 1/6.
Well, I'm just saying. I try not to anyway, because when you start really breaking shit down, you're like, fuck. Spend a lot of
Seriously,
money.
like
I can look
it.
at this cabinet in here and be like, shit. This
Yeah,
one shelf
yeah,
is
just,
probably
it's not fun
ridiculous.
to do, but
No, you realize where, yeah.
Yeah, but
Like
I
voice.
would say this is really cool. I know a lot of people were speculating, oh shit, look, there's a Dooku, but it's just Dooku. I mean, is there a chance they'll 2.0 him?
But
eventually?
wait. Is there really? Should we really be speculating anything that's shown in blogger photos?
I don't think so, but I just
No, because these aren't announcement pics. These are just release photos.
yeah,
Right. So any vlogger can have these damn these figures already in hand.
Exactly.
You know, they're not. I don't think Hot Toys is gonna send a vlogger a prototype of something that hasn't been announced as a tease.
yeah.
You know, that's usually just on the announcement pics for the pre-orders, not for the release.
Safe
Well,
to
I
say
will
this
say
is
this
the
though too.
same.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an interesting choice, but I kind of like the fact that these droids have AAA batteries. Because I'm one who uses like the power fake batteries. That's how I power all my stuff. So to me, that would be cool if I bought these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize these use AAAs.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
yeah, in the back.
That
So
is great.
better than button cell batteries, because then you got to either hack it yourself or order custom parts to have it rigged to always be on. So
Is it just how many? Is it just one AAA battery that it needs?
It's one or two.
One or two.
Yeah, I should
Let
know.
me
But I don't
check.
know.
I'm check. I'm
That's perfect
checking
for
here.
that.
Let me check.
Okay.
That's just for one single LED, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Be only one.
Interesting.
You cannot. I don't see you using three batteries in this thing. I think only one is enough.
Yeah, so I was thinking only
Yeah.
one.
Probably. What's up, Oilers? Says to me, is there an enormous dry spill in content, new things everywhere? Toys, film, you two have been super bored lately.
Oh shit.
It's been a little bit of a dry overall. Yeah, I mean, we're not getting to much movies or TV shows this year. In 1.6, it's kind of slow right now.
Yeah.
A little bit of a lull.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Calm
feel
before
that.
the storm.
Yeah.
'Cause when we get hit,
Yeah,
we're gonna
that's
get
true.
hit hard.
Less announcements means more releases. That's the
Well,
problem.
yeah, because more are coming, of course, dude. So, yeah, it's quite a bit, man. It is quite a bit. Hot Toys Nightmare. It'd be cool if Hot Toys made a young Boba Fett and some Geonosians, dude. You never know, bro. They may they lean heavily in the prequels, man. We've noticed that for a long time now. That's
It's 3 pieces of 3A batteries.
it's 3 AAAs
Yes.
Wow.
But that one little light.
What?
for just
Yeah,
this dot right here. Oh, the
This
chest.
on Hot Toys website says is 3 pieces of 3A batteries are required.
That's ridiculous.
Okay,
What the
so
hell?
Is this the only thing that lights up right here, dude?
Right?
Because it doesn't need
Yeah,
3
it's kind of
AAAs.
strange. Why you need 3 batteries for this?
That's ridiculous. That's
That's
ridiculous.
insane, man.
Okay, it looks like a fancy TV.
Mark is
remote.
saying 2. Mark is saying 2 AAAs. Mark Hanson in the chat.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm on Hot
Does
Toys
look like
website.
that.
I'm just going from Hot Toys website.
Okay. Well, fair enough, guys. I mean, I'm not really sure. Yeah, I don't know if it's a soundboard. I really should have read more about the figure, but I'm not wildly interested in it to know all the details. But I did know that it's AAA, but I'm not really sure what all powers on. Wow, that's a nice shot. That's beautiful.
Kind of want B1 now, dude.
Yeah. Roger. Yeah, dude. Well, it is pretty cool, man. I'll actually put a poll in the chat for you guys, man, because I'm interested in knowing, as always, what people are into. Battle Droid.
B2.
Yeah, let's just say just a yes or no, guys. I'm just curious what your thoughts are in the chat. Be very interested. Because, I mean, they are cool, man. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of them, it'd be expensive to get a lot of these. I think
Okay,
so.
I can confirm there are 2 batteries. I'm seeing the MRC review, and he installed 2 batteries in the back.
Okay, 2 batteries.
Ah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there are 2 of them.
All right.
But for such a small light, I think you don't need 2 batteries. But okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like not even worth the trouble. Like to go ahead and rig this up, like Anthony, how we rig it up with the 2 batteries and with the false batteries and everything. It's like not even worth it for that little dot.
I guess I appreciate the effort, though. I mean, that way I don't have to use button cells.
I felt kind of the same way about the Mark 1. I mean, you got the little spinny dealy in the back, you know, the little fan that's spent, and you got that one light. And it was just like, well, two lights.
We got two. He's got the red on his arm, on his left arm, but
yeah.
you know, the thing is, though, I wish you could turn off that damn fan.
Seriously.
Yes.
Seriously, that thing's hella annoying.
Yeah, like I'm about to cut the cord.
Yeah.
I've got it in a Hall of Armor, so it's kind of muffled, and then I have acrylic over the case. It's kind of muffled more, but when everything's off, you just hear this. Just shut up.
It's like, do I have like a little? It sounds like you just got like one of those electric razors just on. You're like,
yeah, it's just on constantly. But you know, 100%, man, Uber Dog, because we all know that you know, Australia's banned the button cells. So it's interesting. Do you think that this could be a sign of moving? I don't know. I don't think so. Because when you think about Iron Mans and stuff, they're just gonna have to be forced to do USB, because the arms on an Iron Man, or especially the head, they're not going to be able to fit like AAA's. Because I was thinking, like, moving forward, do you think they would just forego button cells altogether, and if applicable, they'll just start adding AAA's to figures moving forward? But I guess it depends on, I think, the size of the figure.
I don't think so. I mean, it's such an older technology. Why not just find, like, push it forward? And like, I've always been an advocate for like wireless no power if possible. You know, just have it all connected to like the base, you know, somehow.
Well,
is it a way that they can run those wires, like small wires, in between the joints and the parts that like move and articulate? I guess that would hinder articulation. Like if they wanted to just do it all on one circuit and have the wire like a thin couple of wires that goes through each. You know what I'm saying?
Depending on what kind of wire that you use, you could probably risk damaging it as well. The way if you move it around so much.
Yeah, I mean that articulation bend, you're eventually gonna give way. And snap any wires, and people are going to complain, and it's just Will I be banned for saying Force Awakens was better film than Phantom Menace? No, man, of course not, dude. Everybody loves their own movies, man. All opinions, man, welcome. But Phantom Menace is my favorite of the prequels, personally.
Okay.
Well, I just mean in general. If we're talking Phantom Menace, just thinking of prequels, that's one's my favorite of the three.
Really?
But yeah, man. Attack of the Clones, I think, was the worst.
I don't get it, but okay.
I know.
Well, anything's better than the sequels. Sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, in general, I think the Phantom Menace just hit different because we didn't have a Star Wars movie since '83.
Oh, absolutely.
And then,
it did.
You know, watching the Phantom Menace was like, what the hell is this? Like, I didn't like it a whole lot at my first viewing, but then like watching it again, it was still like that kind of recreating that magic of sorts, though, right? Because it was all new. It was Star Wars, but it was all new territory and new species, and I just, you know, it was totally fresh.
Yeah,
it stuck to me.
Jar Jar, dude. I mean,
yeah, but
as soon as he enters the whole,
so what? I mean, Jar Jar doesn't like kill the entire movie. I mean,
he doesn't. I mean, I can deal with a Jar Jar even at that time. When you bring in Maul, and you bring in that fight scene with, you know, with the three of them, you know, going at it at the end, that was enough for me to see it. I think 5
over and over. I think that's why a bunch of us went back to the theater over and over again just to get to the end of it and watch that last scene.
Yeah, she was badass, man. So, you know, my whole problem was just, you know, once Attack of the Clones came out, it was like the dialogue went from like okay to like really bad. So that's like, I always felt like it too.
The dialogue or the delivery? The delivery of the dialogue. I mean,
I suppose it's the same, right? I mean, would have been, because if it was not the dialogue, then it would fall on the actors, right? Because
I think that's why Hayden took a bunch of heat, just because for episode 2, man.
Right. So. Was it Harrison that said that? It was. I think I was.
You can write this shit, but you can't say it.
There it is.
Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Yeah. Harrison and Carrie both said that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That shit is funny, man. But I mean, would you not buy a Jar Jar if they released one?
Well, of course I would.
Hell yeah.
Of course I would, dude. I mean,
fucking hate this guy. But yet, you know what I'm saying?
I'm hopeful they'll release it with like an Anakin, a young Anakin, dude, in like a
I think that'd be really cool, man.
Like
that would
Imagine
be really...
if they did that, and that would be like the first kid that we would get from Hot Toys. That would be kind of awesome. That would kind of break shit.
Wicked doesn't count as a kid.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I mean, it was young Warwick Davis in that thing. I mean, he was a kid at the time.
He was a kid. He was a little kid when he did that. So that does kind of count. Kind of count. It does.
Am I able to bring this? This is like such a weird.
Or what if they give us like a DX young Anakin, man, like standard, and when the pod racing get up, so you got two figures, like a little 2-pack, with two different guys. I could probably see them doing something like that.
That would be cool. It'd be cool if we got a pod racer, but that'd be huge.
Oh yeah.
That would
be
be
a
really
hologram.
Cool.
That pod racer would be dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the poll, man. But it looks like only 24% of you guys are into the battle droid, which is interesting. Wow. It's so cool though, man. And I'm stoked for people who are getting it, for sure. But it is expensive, man. There's a lot of cool stuff. Like I got Padme and Anakin on order.
Oh, are you wiping your lens with your finger?
No, I don't. I think there's some flare going on. I don't know what's coming from where.
Are you using your phone or
what?
No, I'm using. I always use the iPhone to stream.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't look bad at all.
The new iPhones, you can plug into the computer and they automatically work as a webcam. You don't need to do anything.
You can afford a new iPhone?
Terry Smith, I was checking here Facebook. Terry Smith is doing a test with the batteries. He's conducting like a test. He said for 3.5 hours the battery still the light's still strong, and he's letting it and counting the time how long the batteries are holding into the super battle droid.
Wow.
When he did this post was 8 hours ago, but he was checking in with 3.5 hours and said the battery is still holding strong.
Wow.
So probably they will be better than the button cells.
Well, they'll definitely be better than a button cell, for sure.
Maybe this will work for, I don't know, continuously if you can use for 3.5 hours. So I think it's cool.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Hey, let me ask you, Brett. Speaking of, we're talking about the prequels, man. I watched your review, but what do you think, man, for people who have not watched this Queen Amidala there that you have in the background?
Oh, I think for the price, it's amazing. Really, it's like $130 or $120. I don't know, 140.
Holy shit!
Like
they're long gone, right?
There's nothing. The figure comes. There's nothing inside because there's no accessories. It's just the it's like it is. But for the prequels, I think it's cool. For the price, if Hot Toys never make this figure, because we don't know if they will make or not, this is a figure that maybe then will go up on price, maybe for $180, $200. If you can get it now, I think as KG Hobby has stock of these still. Kit doesn't, I think, but KG Hobby still have it for sure.
Yeah, KG should have it. I think I saw it on there. Which is, it's not bad. I just wasn't sure if it's like something you want to buy.
It depends. If you are collecting the prequels, you just have her as a background character or put her together with Padme from Attack of the Clones that is coming soon. I don't think it's a must-have figure, but it depends.
Yeah,
it depends.
Yeah, I guess that works. But I mean, the sculpt looks good for you. You think everything is pretty decent.
Even if it doesn't look exactly like Padme, like I said in the review, you can just treat her like it's a decoy. It's a decoy.
Oh yeah.
So it can work as a decoy.
Yeah. That could make sense. Because I wanted to bring this up, man, because I don't really had anybody talking about it much, but Caustic Plastic, man, it went up for pre-order, 2 versions, and Colonel James Braddock missing in action. What are you guys thinking about this? Are you considering it at all? Maybe Jay? I know I'm getting it, but
I'm not getting it. I don't know. There's something about Chuck Norris that I really liked it when I was young, but it's not a figure that I really need in my collection. But I completely understand if you are collecting all the 80s stuff, makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say completely understand why Anthony would collect this. Yeah,
and it's like pricey, this figure, right?
It is pricey. It's about 400 here for the
Whoa.
deluxe edition.
Damn, for real?
Yeah. Well,
Why?
350 euros. Yeah.
What comes with this thing that would warrant that kind of price?
T-shirt.
I don't know. You get
know,
an
right?
artwork shirt. It's exclusive to 200 pieces. There's a couple of other details within, but it's like 370 euros. So yeah, it's a bit high. Charlie Unicorn saying it's 340 on Big Bad right now, but I don't know if that's for the regular or the deluxe. So Blazing Agent says Chuck Norris is a god amongst men. So
I love all the Chuck Norris memes, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks real. I wish I could look at their website a little bit better. I went directly to theirs, but you know, Caustic Plastic makes awesome stuff, man. You guys know. So I'm
don't educate me, please.
You don't know?
No, I'm not familiar.
The Bela Lugosi they did was amazing.
Are you crazy? You don't know? They did.
Man.
They did Bud Spencer. They did Twin Peaks. They did Nosferatu
in a body bag.
They did so many stuff. They did John Wayne too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know they did John Wayne. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, dude. So, you know, and I just wasn't too sure if you guys were really into it.
I don't know, man. I mean, if I get it, it's gonna kind of like bring me to like getting all my, because at some point I'm just gonna want to create all the action heroes of the 80s. So, you know, you get this together, you get this together with the Rocky, or, you know, pick your Stallone, any one of his movies. You got a bunch of Arnolds out there. You might as well get your, you know, 80s action hero, you know.
Well, that's what I have in the living room.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you might as well.
For me, it's in my alley, I guess. But I get your point. You're like, well, fuck, if I get this, then I want to, add it to like a theme rather than a standalone piece, because that was otherwise how it would feel.
You can make your own. I would make my own Expendables, which would be great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You know, I agree. Single songwriter, what's up, my man? Caustic Plastic, just the bodies alone cost well over 100. Yeah, they're really nice, man. Toy Snipers says Chuck Norris does not do push-ups. He pushes the earth down and brings it back up. Yeah, bro.
First of all, and you can read these?
I can read this.
Wow.
It's a little tough because the white, but yeah. Yeah, I have to struggle. Not gonna lie, I have to struggle. But yeah, Caustic Plastic did 2 nice Rockies. Yeah, and here's the thing, guys. You know, they're gonna do, you know, Bolo and Frank, man, from freaking Bloodsport, dude. Caustic Plastic. I thought the announcement was supposed to be in January, but we haven't heard anything just yet. Now, I don't know if you guys are into that, but I'm definitely getting both of them. That's Bloodsport, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you seen Bloodsport, Mario? Well, wait. No, I'm being serious.
Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? I'm being serious too. Why are you surprised?
Because Bloodsport's one of the most badass movies of all time.
Says you.
Says me.
You never watch it. How can you know, Mario?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I
just have to take your word for it.
Okay. It's true. He's one of the best ever.
All right, man. Justin McFly, my brother, also in the house, man. What is up, dude, man? What's up, everyone? Just got off of work. Chuck is going to be a classic. You already know. He's getting it. I already know we've talked about it. I know he's getting it. I'm getting it. Would anybody be interested in Steven Seagal Under Siege naval cook outfit? I mean, yeah,
chick that comes out of a cake.
Maybe. I would like a hard to kill Steven Seagal. That's my favorite Steven Seagal.
Yeah. I mean, Steven Seagal's kind of a weird guy, but
he is. But
I would probably still get him. He's part of that.
I loved him in the machete though.
Yeah.
Just bullshit. What is it? This ain't shit.
Mario hasn't even watched Fast and Furious. Is that
no?
true?
Actually, yeah, I have watched Fast and Furious. Yeah,
all 19 of them.
All of them?
No, there's 21 of them, dude.
I don't know. I don't know. I want a fat Steven Seagal in a keto outfit.
There you go. Yes.
Oh man, that would be great. God, dude, Mario, you gotta watch Bloodsport, bro.
Do I though?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, absolutely. If nothing else, for the soundtrack.
For the soundtrack,
the musical score is fantastic. I bought the record. I mean, it's it's Bloodsport.
All right, yeah, I'll check it out.
I mean, he's he's what Johnny Cage was based off of for Mortal Kombat.
Jay, what's with that face, bro? What happened?
Nothing.
I saw some reaction from you, bro. I was like, what happened?
Maybe I missed
But
it.
it's something caught my eye. So Royal Rumble is on, and I just saw something.
Oh yeah. Royal Rumble's on. Hey, so what's up with that with Vince McMahon?
Shit, he done.
Right?
After all these years, man.
What I was hearing, he was paying some girl like millions a year to be quiet.
I think it was $1 million. He paid her one. I think he paid her $1 million. He felt delinquent on it, and when he felt delinquent on that, that kind of broke the whole hush hush deal that they had, and she's taking his ass to the cleaners right now. That's the gist of it. It's a little bit more detailed than that, but I mean, anytime he's out of TKO and resigned from WWE and all their businesses, I think he's done. That's it. I think that's all, folks.
Yeah, he resigned right now. I saw that earlier, but
I think
I'm not
that's
too
done.
sure. Rock'em Chris, what's up, bro? How'd you get ready to come out of hibernation? I guess it's vacation time.
It's holidays.
Yeah, holiday, my man.
Jesus.
So, yeah, interesting, guys. Interesting. There's a couple other things. It's been a little bit slow. I know you guys talked about this already, all of you, in fact, but this Black Manta got dropped, and he looks pretty damn cool, man. I'm a little curious. God forbid, I forgot the name. Bretta, you would know. It's not So-So, was it? Who's doing the Black Manta from the first movie?
He's So-So. No, Mars Toys.
Was it Mars? Okay. Do you think they just still go through with it, or?
Yeah,
Was
they
it
are
Mars
doing
doing
because it's a different suit.
It is.
For
He
the
changed
first
the
movie,
suit
right?
for the second movie. I'm 10 minutes in the Aquaman 2. Yesterday I started watching it, and you kind of see the old suit damaged. And I don't know. I'm going to finish it today. I'm not liking much the CGI in the first 10 minutes, but let's see how the movie evolves. Let's see. I will watch it today.
That's crazy because the CGI in the first movie I thought was pretty damn good.
I know that there's some parts
don't
there in the
remember
beginning
it.
that I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But you know, if you take away from that and you just want like a Black Manta figure, is kind of how I'm looking. You know,
I want to see the suit in the movie. I haven't watched the movie yet. I want to see first.
Yeah, well, I'd say it looks accurate. I'll give it that. I mean, Hot Toys is pretty good at trying to recreate likeness. But
Thank you,
I mean,
Amir.
I like the fact that it's LED, right? And they wrote like a blurb saying that they had some kind of new tech in the suit to make them very posable. I'm wondering how that's going to turn out, right? Because a lot of if we just as an example talk about some of the Spider-Mans, those get kind of real tricky real quick.
It actually kind of looks like the Alita suit a little bit, because I know that suit is very flexible, where it'll let you move the figure all the way around, whatever you want to do with it, and still maintain its shape. So as far as just looking at it from these photos, it just reminds me of that. Maybe it is some new tech that they're implementing, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I was just reading something on there, what they were kind of advertising, that it's just like ultra posability type. I will have to see. I mean, we got a little bit of crinkles here, but that's expected.
Of course. Yeah.
So
looks like it moves around really well.
Yeah, but that's what I was, because you think about certain figures, and I'm not going to say they're identical, but if you go to something like the Batman Forever figures, for example, like that material that they use, like you can't really move them, and you can kind of get those bends, but then that suit's getting real crinkled and real taut, and you know what I mean? It sucks. It's really restrictive. So when you see certain figures that almost look that way, that kind of satin texture, then my head immediately goes, oh shit, this is going to be kind of a difficult suit. But it sounds like Batman something.
Yeah, the Batman Forever figures are practically statues. Them and the damn
and your pick
of and your pick of the Captain Marvels. Those don't even try.
Yeah, no, for sure. But he does look pretty sweet, man, and I'm glad for some DC love. No head sculpts, but
what the hell is this?
I know.
Yeah, I saw that too.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's interesting, dude. So, actually, I want to put a poll in the chat, guys, because I'm curious as well as always. What you guys' thoughts are on this Black Manta, if anybody else is picking it up. I know Hector, I think, is picking it up, but he's pretty much all DC in general. But
I think it's a win for DC fans.
yeah,
What
do you think?
I think it would be cool if it came with a sculpt, but from what I've been told, it really doesn't need it. That this is more accurate to the comics and everything. So I guess for what it is at face value, it's fine. Now, how the hell did they achieve this pose just off the crotch grabber, man? Look at that.
Yeah, I know.
I'd be worried as shit trying to do something like that, man. That thing is just asking to fall.
Well, you see how it's a waist grabber.
Yeah. But
So, well, proper
pretty
balance. I mean, you know,
it's
if it was
creative,
just a
man. Give
standard
collectors
crotch
some
grabber, I
ideas.
could see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice though.
Have you seen the movie yet?
He does look.
You talking to me?
Yeah. Have you seen the movie?
Oh no, I didn't bother watching it. No.
Oh, you, Jay, did you finish it or did you see it?
I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it because, like I said, I like the first one. So
It's
I mean,
already
I
on
know this
stream.
is kind of like understand it. I mean, this is like the end of that whole version of the DCEU. So it's like, I know a lot of people feel like, what's the point? But why not? Why not watch?
Oh,
it?
this is
I
the
like
last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
The trailers for this
exactly,
movie, in
man.
my
It's just,
opinion, were badass. I thought the trailer was dope. So I want to see it.
Yeah, it's funny, X-Man. Yeah, just yes or no, because either you want it or you don't, essentially, right? I mean, if YouTube gave us more options to do polls, I'll do the verbatim. It's like, who's really into it?
I think they are going to do the Mera from Aquaman 2.
You think so?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
man, she's a bit divisive too, but people like her.
They do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as a figure, she would look awesome. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah, indeed. Third scale looked pretty damn good.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. Doesn't need a head sculpt. Manta's helmet makes character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. We didn't need, I mean, are you really going to use the head sculpt? It was no need.
No,
Especially because it's so, I mean, if you just had a regular, head sculpt of the actor, it's like, who the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? So I think that helmet, that's the way to display it.
well, and it looks cool too, right? Because like you said, they're doing LEDs for them too. So having them lit up, it's pretty sweet.
Does this mention if it takes AAA batteries too?
No. Is he, I've been kind of really busy with work, so I haven't even really looked, but is he?
I'm
is
going
he-
to
he's
check.
USB.
I'm checking
He's
now.
USB.
No worries.
Okay.
I think
thanks,
he's
Joe.
USB.
Yeah, I was going to check because I don't know if he's USB.
I think it's
I think he
USB
is.
too.
Yeah, it's USB.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
USB.
Freaking
Right
sweet,
hand
dude.
function is using USB power. Yeah.
See, that's badass. That's
Very
badass.
nice.
It'll probably plug into the back somewhere. Maybe in the pack. Trying to see. Yeah, like maybe somewhere in the back here. I don't know. Pretty damn cool looking though. Pretty damn cool. Damn, man. Tonight though, man, no one's really biting on much, man. 76% so far not interested.
Yeah, it's nothing that exciting that's been released lately. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but I mean, don't you also? Oh,
Besides the DeLorean, that was pretty interesting. That was pretty.
Ooh, who's that?
Is it
Hey.
talking about the DeLorean? Oh, it's my daughter. She's doing the homework here.
oh,
Say hello.
Oh, you're in her space.
oh, hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Awesome.
早上好.
Oh yeah.
So
Go ahead, well.
you don't want to talk about that? I don't know if you saw the post from Keith last night.
Yeah.
The accessory, the Inart accessory that
Yeah, you want to talk about that? That's kind of an odd thing,
it's
isn't it?
very strange. I don't know what's going on with that thing.
I don't know what's going on with Inart, dude. Let me bring it up. Actually, 'Cause, yeah, I saw that and I saw like a lot of likes on this post, and I was like, what is this post? And then
And it's funny,
People
that
will
shit,
like
they-
now because if you are not on the lot that will receive one piece, then you will be maybe not that happy because
look,
strange, very
And that's the
strange.
thing. How are we like? I guess is he gonna offer that up to like people that bought from him
No, because he doesn't have enough for everyone that bought from him.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Like, so how is this going to be issued out? It doesn't.
Let me see if I can share this. So
I even don't know if Inart is going to give to other resellers, for example, like Spec Fiction, like other companies that sell. These just popped out of nowhere.
Yeah. So for those of you guys who don't know, okay. So
Mario is out of the loop.
Yeah,
I didn't see this.
So earlier this morning, Kit made a post. It's our pleasure to get a gift from Inart. Due to limited quantity, we can't send it to everyone. I'll think about how to offer it as a free gift to some lucky members or valuable customers after the Chinese New Year. So Inart decided to add an additional accessory to the Inart Joker, right? The detonator. And to Joel's point, this is a little strange because, the figure's been out for like a year. Well, technically, right? I mean,
yeah.
And they're deciding now to give you an additional accessory as a gift. At least Kit is trying to give it out as a gift because what else could he do, right? But going up the totem pole, it's Inart going to them and being like, "Hey, we have some detonators. For some whatever reason, we decided not to include them in any of our, Heath Ledger Jokers. Maybe they had them a year ago, or maybe they're making them now for whatever fucking reason."
Or maybe they were supposed to be for the 3-day pre-order window as a bonus.
I thought that was supposed to be the fucking...
and then they gave up.
The handcuffs.
Right. Or maybe it was for an NR version of Tiny Zeus Lester.
I don't know.
Do you know that? But the other thing interesting is that this detonator, he only use it when he's with a nurse Joker outfit.
Correct, right? Isn't that
what
it is?
No, this is the detonator from the ferry boat. Remember when they each, like what Jay just said? That's in that box, right? When they all had their box and the detonator to blow up their own ferry.
Oh, right.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Because the DX11 had the same thing as the as an exclusive. They actually had the box.
I was surprised we didn't get it. Even when they announced it, I was like, "That's interesting that they didn't," because they included so much shit with that package. I'm surprised they didn't include.
Well, so what do you guys think about this? Is this weird? Is this a bad sign to collectors, or is this a good thing?
I agree with Mike. He's saying good luck giving this out without pissing some collectors, of course, because
exactly.
For Kit, it's screwed up for him also. How can he choose who to give? Do some lottery? I don't know. I have no idea.
I agree. It should be a lottery. I like the idea of them going back and giving an accessory to an older figure. I like that, but to issue it out that needs to be a thing. I don't know, a contest, a lottery, or something. Even if it's a purchase. I mean, I don't know how they would. I mean, something this small, how much would what they would want to charge for something like this? But it is cool that they're doing it. It's just they got to find a way to get this delivered in the hands of people that want it. Without causing bullshit.
We are looking at the Grail here. We are looking at the Grail here.
The
accessory.
Remote.
The accessory will be.
You just had to be on a lucky list. I mean, Rockman says this is the one he had before he fell off the roof at the construction site.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And Dinesh says it's a gift. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't know though, man, because in a way it kind of is a big deal to some people, right? Because what if you were like, hey, you know what? I bought that $1,100 rooted 2-pack. I had this 3-day window, supposed to be something exclusive. That never happened. And
you think that Inart should just supply enough to match the edition size of either the rooted set or just the entire batch of both rooted and the sculpted?
Why not?
If they really want to make it right, yeah.
I think it's already done. I think it's already done.
Yeah, why even put this out at all? I don't know. And it's a weird situation to be in, right? Because you don't want to sound like you're ungrateful, right? Oh, hey, listen, we have this gift that we're going to give you as like a bonus. But the problem is where's the line drawn? Because
this is the last thing
I don't get one.
This is the last thing that Inart needed right now. They just
I
need to
agree.
focus on production. They just add more fuel to the fire. They didn't need this. They just keep those things in a factory. Don't give to anyone. Why you need to promote now?
Well, what if they actually just
limited-
found these in the back somewhere at the factories? Oh shit, we forgot to ship these with the figures.
Yeah, but here's
You know, they made so
thing,
many.
though. Single Songwriter brings up a great point. What if other figures get these special extras later on? Right? Like, is this a one-time only thing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what happens in like fucking November where they're like, "Hey, Gandalf owners, check out this.
We're gonna give you
bonus."
accurate pants with that.
Yeah,
that
we're
you
gonna give
guys
this
wanted,
out
right?
to
Pants.
random, distributors and see if you're lucky and you get this extra. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. I don't know.
I agree with Joe Wild. This is the last thing they needed. I think they just need to focus on getting their shit out, honestly, and getting those numbers up and getting the stuff out in the hands of distributors or whoever. This wasn't a big need, but it's something. It's small, and they can be like, "Oh, it's just a little gift." But these little things like this cause big waves in our community, especially when we're talking about a community that we care about detail and fine detail, and this is a fine detail that comes with this figure. And like you said, with a figure that some of us pay upwards to $1,300 for, we're gonna want everything that comes with it. So it just makes it hard for those resellers as well. I mean, it makes it hard for Kid. It makes it hard for any other. I think, I don't know. Yeah, Big Bad as well, because Big Bad sold the 2-pack as well. So
it just makes them, how do they distribute it? Because if it's, first of all, is it just Kit who got these items, or like
I don't think it's only Kit. I think there should be for everyone. But the smartest thing to do, I think, would be to sell these. Inart should sell these and as a limited quantity, but even for a cheaper price. But at least you had to commit with $30 or something like that to buy these. And
do you think that would
be done?
Boil over well more with collectors if they had to buy an additional accessory for their Joker versus getting one randomly for free?
There you would have an option to choose to buy.
Yeah.
Now there is no option. Now you are only waiting for some luck or for some kind of that things. You understand?
Yeah, but see, some people might start thinking it's like DLC. You're like,
do you remember that Grogu accessory pack that came with a bunch of shit that maybe not everybody wanted, but there's some stuff that was kind of like an updated pram, or
sure, yeah.
I mean, something like that. I mean,
well, like Iron Man did that too, right? With the Mark 50, like get an accessory pack, or
exactly.
Or like the churro with the Spider-Man, like
that too.
The songwriter is saying.
Yeah. What's up, Christian? House man. What's up, my man?
If you were going to do this detonator in a custom, ask someone to make this, you would pay maybe $100 for these. This looks like a detailed piece, but I don't know if Inart should open this at this moment. I think they should do it other way. For example, if they are going to do the Bale, the Batman, the Dark Knight, right? They should say who pre-order first. The first number of pre-orders Batman goes with the Joker detonator, something like that.
Yeah, I would think, Hot Toys number brings up a good point too, right? A lot of people still haven't received their Inart Joker. They could send the detonators to everyone who's been waiting for their order to be fulfilled.
That would be nice.
I mean,
are there people still waiting for it?
I think
but that's not on Inart, because Inart finished the production of Joker. Once the Joker is out of their factory, it's not their problem anymore, I think.
Well, yes.
Because Inart doesn't sell to you, Inart sells to your reseller.
But I think that's a problem that Inart is facing though right now too, is that the fact that they put their products out in limited waves, right? Little by little by little by little. So it takes like a whole year, for one of their figures to actually fully get shipped to everybody. Whereas most people are used to Hot Toys or Sideshow figures or, any other 6-scale figure for that matter. Oh, it just got released. Oh, cool. We can buy it now. We may not be able to buy it right now in the States, but we can secure it overseas or, once, Sideshow or whoever of your domestic
not only
retailer
there,
has, you're not waiting.
I also recently
talked. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go on.
No,
go on.
I recently hit up Kit and just asked him like where I fell in the queue, with Gandalf, and he said like 30%, not even 30% of Gandalfs have been released. So it's just holding period until to get out. So, and Gandalf, when did that come out? Joel, when did that come out? Was that like 6 months ago?
I think I got mine in August. Yeah.
Oh, 6 months. Yep. So.
Yeah. So it's just it's interesting.
What I was saying about
Joy's
Inart,
Wonderland, I don't think I'll be getting the gift.
of course not.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry.
What I was saying about Inart, and I said this are already 2 or 3 times, is that one thing they should definitely change is the waiting time that you have from having, like, say, an influencer that they call review until the first batch go out. I think that should be way less time, not months. Should be like 8 days until you see the first review and the first batch start to ship out.
Yeah, that's way too long of time. That's
I
way
think
too long of time.
That's one big issue they have is when a review go out and people need to wait months for that. I think it should be shortened. They could produce more, wait more time for release, produce more, produce, and then okay, now it's the release and time. Some reviews go out and in 8 days the resellers start to ship to customers. Not give that huge waiting time. That piss off a lot of people and is completely understandable.
Yeah.
I agree. Because I got my Gandalf through Kit, but I got it hella early.
Yeah.
But I still paid for, full retail, but it's just like, it's kind of annoying though, right? Because, everybody wants it, like including myself. So it's cool that, cool, I got my Gandalf, but what about everybody else? And it's not Kit's fault,
Exactly. Because I've been hearing that the reviews, the Batman reviews are coming before Chinese New Year.
Oh wow.
So they're 22 Batman?
Yeah, the Batman. I'm hearing here already for a week that he's about to come out the reviews. And if you had a Chinese New Year that is a full month, and then you had maybe more 2 months, maybe the Batman will only ship to customers maybe in July or something like that. So that's why.
See, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then it creates this.
I don't understand.
It creates a false narrative, I think, as well, in a community. Where, like you're saying, you're like, hey, dude, like, if some people get it, why aren't we getting it yet, right?
Yeah.
And I understand that, when I had John on my show, he had mentioned that, they want to do like real tight QC issues, right? In-house before they send out figures, right? So they'll go, well, we'll look at like 20 Gandalfs, meticulously and make sure everything is great. And then we'll ship out those like 20 or whatever. I'm just throwing out an arbitrary number, right? Which, okay, cool, commendable. But, at the same time, though, how long does it take a QC team to like look through your stuff?
Yeah.
And honestly, shouldn't they be doing that shit before they even go out? Like doing QC testing and all that? Like, shouldn't that be a thing like that's done before they even like ship those 20 or however many out?
You would think, man.
And imagine that you pre-order any figure from Inart day one. You are a day one customer, right? And you still need to wait all that time. You will be in the first batch, the day one with the day maybe 20, the first batch. So there's not big advantage in.
Yeah, it's just a little interesting. Like, I appreciate what they're doing, and I think their figures are they're amazing. The figures are definitely amazing, but they really need to get that going, right? That, like you said, this couldn't have been like happened at the worst time right now for Inart.
Yeah, this is the worst time. This detonator comes in the worst time for them.
Yeah, they got one QC person. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping
it shouldn't even be considered released because 20 units or even 5 or 10 or 20% of the figure that in my eyes that doesn't really even count as a release. That's still like samples in the way I view it. I could be wrong, but that sounds more like you just got a bunch of samples. That doesn't sound like exactly a release. If they ain't got at least 1,000 units on the damn street, it ain't a release. and that's what's pissing people in the community off. And I don't know. That's just something that they're gonna have to work on, because as long as we have this divide where there's certain content creators or people getting it before others, people are gonna be like, well, where's my shit? Where's my shit? I'm giving you all this money. Where's my shit? And you're gonna get that. You're always gonna get that until there's more units on the actual screen.
Well, in any case, guys, it is a peculiar situation to be like, here's a bonus accessory. One, you could say, oh, look, it's a gift. Totally understandable. But again, that's
not for everyone.
Yeah, but not for everyone. So that's kind of what it is. And it's not really I don't know, might not be the best light to be in right now, starting up as a company. So I don't know. It's very strange, guys. But
very strange. I also agree.
If you get a cool detonator, guys, congrats.
Congratulations.
You know, and listen, maybe we overthink the shit, right? Because for them as a company, they're probably like, dude, it's just an accessory, not a big deal. You know, we're just trying to do something nice. But I think as a whole, maybe they're not understanding like the meta of the community, right? Where like people are gonna be like, dude, what the hell? I want to
They'll learn if they haven't learned by now. I'm sure they're still learning.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, yeah, you're right about that. They would. So, but I appreciate what they're doing, man. And I might as well bring this up too, because since it's like right on my screen, I thought this was kind of neat as well. Speaking of Inart, right? That they were kind of showing a little bit of an update on the Superman suit. I know you guys talked a little bit about it. But pretty cool though, right? I mean, I like how they're trying to communicate with the community, showing these kind of updates. And I still don't quite understand what they're doing as a company yet, but I like that they're showing us updates and stuff.
Yeah, it's fine. They need to promote their brand, to promote their work. They need to, because if they don't announce new stuff, and if they don't release stuff, there's nothing they can do. They need to give us these small updates. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, they need.
To be honest, doesn't say much to me, but it's cool.
Yeah, so they don't have much going on. Of course, totally get that. So they're like, hey, let's try to communicate, because they need to get more figures out for sure. But yeah, exactly. I remember Spec Fiction telling everyone, you pre-order a Joker, you get a free gift, the handcuffs. Yeah. The whole Joker release was not really well handled, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
And I try to give them benefit of the doubt. First figure, okay, but let's get it going. But damn, this looks cool though, man. I'm looking forward to this Superman.
Stretches.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty damn cool, dude. Then again, I don't know what the hell's going on with them. I mean, we're kind of on the topic of Inart right now, but they did announce, right, that on the 30th, these are going up. And Joel, you know a little bit about this, right? I know you were talking a little bit about this, right, on pricing, that it could be a 2-pack and a 4-pack.
Yeah, the only thing I heard was that it's a 2-pack for $1,000 and a 4-pack for $1,500.
Now that's your money, right?
Yeah, that's the price in China. That was the prices that went out, and they should not be very far from that. But I don't know what figures comes with the 2-pack and what figures comes with the 4-pack. I don't know any details about.
Well, I presume all 4 of them come in the 4-pack, but
no, I don't know if he's really a 4-body figure or is it 3 figures, 3 bodies, and the extra head sculpt and the stuff to use with the hospital suit. I don't know if he's a 4-body complete. I have no idea.
You think they would throw in the bodies? Bodies are relatively inexpensive in that sense. I'd hate to just have sauce, but still.
And it will be a way for them to push you to get the 4-pack, because if you do the accounts, getting 2 figures for 1,000, but then you can give double of that, 4 figures for 1,500. Right? You are like, maybe I should get the 4 figures. Because
does that mean we're gonna have like 19 SKUs? Are they going to sell all 4 individual and then 2 different 2-packs and then a big 4-pack?
I hope not.
Oh wow,
that would be a mess for their production.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Aaron? How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's up, Aaron?
Well, the only reason I ask that is because so far, each figure not each, that's wrong. They didn't really do it with Gandalf, but you know, the Batman and the Joker, it feels like there's multiple SKUs for each one, right? You do want a rooted Batman, you want a sculpted Batman, you want a rooted Bruce Wayne, you want a sculpted Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
You want the all-in pack, or do you want just the bats? Like, that's where I'm wondering, like, how this Joker's gonna come out. I guess we'll find out in a few days, but
yeah, we'll find out in a few days. But you're right. It's like yesterday we were talking on LWO. Imagine if they lock, for example, this red suit Joker with a 4-pack, or they lock the Arthur Fleck with a 4-pack in a way for you to get the 4-pack.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of those practices? I mean, is that frowned upon?
I don't like them. I mean, even when Hot Toys does it with these clone troopers, man, I got to buy a bark speeder just to get a clone that I want. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to do that, man. So
I think that's exactly what they're going to do, especially with the Arthur Fleck. If you want that Arthur Fleck, and you probably would have to get it in the package. Which, if they do, that's going to kind of suck. Or the clown, or the children's clown version. I could see them doing that with, you know, with one of the lesser. I don't think they'll do that with the orange one. I mean, with this particular one, I think this would be the one that this would be like the main, main SKU. But I think that 4-pack, one of them are going to be, you can only get, it's going to be, and it's probably going to be the clown version, the clown disguise.
Maybe they can
version.
Maybe they can poll everyone to see, which ones are more desired, so that way they can have more of a solid idea of which two figures to distribute in the 2-pack that's more, available.
I think
to
that's
everybody.
too late for that already. If they
Think so?
goes for
All they're doing is just
Monday,
packing figures. All they're doing is just packing figures, right? I mean,
but when you look at the
pre-orders one,
pricing of these things too, though, right? You got to keep that in mind, right? Just like Chris is saying in the chat, right? I mean, this is, to what Joel was saying, that's the price overseas, right? So we're gonna get this markup, no doubt. So
and remember that if you get the 4-pack, for example, Arthur Fleck comes with the stairs, the red suit comes with all that diorama in his back, with everything. This will be a huge box, so the shipping will be expensive for a 4-pack. Imagine
the original Joker 2-pack was a huge box too, man. I think it was a freaking quarter scale.
Yeah.
So now imagine this one with 4 figures inside.
Right, man. And their accessories, right? Those diorama bases
and
what
the dioramas, the stairs, everything.
Yeah, it comes to a point where things might just be getting a little out of hand. I mean, right? I'm being real. I mean, you got J&D out.
No, it's been that way for a while. Well, at least I think. Man.
Well,
I think things have been out of hand for a minute.
I mean,
and J&D coming crazy too, right?
Yeah. Hot Toys
it's just a matter of
sure.
Yeah, it's just a matter of if our collectors are willing to pay these prices, man.
Some may.
Everybody's gonna speak with their wallet.
I mean, some very well might, but I mean, you got
we're on draw will.
You got
why it's always me.
Dude, you just bought that all in J&D pack, bro. There's no reason why you wouldn't
me.
get this one.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Well, congratulations.
I will not get this for sure. I will not get this. Sorry.
Yeah. So this is the best image I got, bro. So that was from you, brother. Anyway. So like, I don't know. They did their tease. Look, I'll give J&D props on presentation. They do like to really kind of flare it up and create the dramatic, cinematic, reveals that they've been trying to do lately. Countdown teasers and what. But dude, this shit, like, okay, so you're getting Bruce Wayne, Batman, and then the armory. Is that what I'm understanding here? These are 2 figures plus an armory.
Yeah, it appears to be.
It is.
And they're doing Harry Potter, and they're doing Lord of the Rings. I mean, is this?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody's kind of just doing the same shit.
Doing the same thing?
Yeah.
It's the same shit over and over again. And that's why I kind of like the Harry Potter. I like the Harry Potter stuff. I like I like what they're doing with the Lord of the Rings, because it's stuff that the other companies aren't tackling. And I wish they would just, stay in that. I can understand certain things properly, because at the end of the day, they want money. I get it. But it's kind of a lot of the same shit.
Yeah, it just seems a bit, drunk goggles, guys. Hey, it's a blurred. they blurred it on their video, so it's a screen grab, and that's all we've got right now. What did they say? February 1st or 2nd? They're gonna reveal this too. There's like 2 reveals, right? I think the J&D. I think this armory is revealed on the 2nd of February, and then the Inart Joker's on the 30th of January. So next week we should hear some official news on both of these. But it's just a little crazy that like they're all kind of doing the same thing. And
yeah, because I was in the stream that Daniel from J&D was talking about this, and he was very clear that 1/6 scale will be Dark Knight Trilogy, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings. If you are already collecting Harry Potter from Inart, you are not going to mix them with J&D. You are going just, unless J&D are going to do from other movie, not from the Sorcerer's Stone, if they are doing the older Harry Potter.
I think if they do different things, like if Inart,
are you sleeping, Mario?
No, are you?
Jesus, no, you were sleeping.
No, I'm just saying a prayer.
He's concentrating very intently.
Exactly.
No, I feel like here's the thing though, and here's the fucked up part about it, guys, is we'll never know, because I would say if Inart was like, hey, we are never doing a Gimli, right? And then J&D's like, hey, we're gonna do a Gimli, then I can see the mix, because you're like, well, you know what? Okay, cool. Just, you know, they're gonna do a Gimli. I can create a fellowship, right? But they're never gonna say anything. This is like inside stock trading, essentially, right? It's kind of a gamble. You don't know. So as a consumer, you're already kind of in, right? I mean, at least I am. I'm in on Inart. So if Inart's going to give me the fellowship, then why would I go to J&D and spend arguably more money when I think that the Inart figures are already fantastic? So I don't know. It's very strange, isn't it?
It is strange. It is strange.
Do you think they can just, these are the only IPs that they're able to get?
Apparently yes, because I asked Daniel if they felt like, if J&D felt restricted with what they can do because Hot Toys having locked up so many licenses, and he said that it's a fact because Hot Toys was the first one to start doing 1/6 scale figures in a larger scale, so they got most of the license with them. But he didn't trash on Hot Toys. He said he appreciated the work of Hot Toys, and
of course,
actually many artists that work on J&D, they work on Hot Toys before and then moved to J&D. So he said that it's just how it is. He said they only can do the license that they can get, and at this moment is what they can get are these ones. There's nothing more.
Sure, and that's what I'm wondering, if like you feel like these companies like, you know, like J&D and like Inart are being pigeonholed into, you know, specific licensing.
Yes, I think that's what's happening.
Because I mean, we know they can't do Marvel and Star Wars, but there's other IPs out there too.
Yeah.
I mean, Terminator's the 40th anniversary this year. The licensing Studio Canal, I'm sure they could get that. I mean, I don't see that being an issue. If you're like, hey, look at the quality of stuff we do. I don't think Hot Toys still has that license.
What if Hot Toys does and aren't blocking them? Is that a possibility?
Well, I don't know. You know, because there's so much speculation there, right? Because if I was a license holder and I said, hey, listen, I will grant you this license for X amount of dollars, but you need to, you know, produce some type of minimum guarantee every year. And Hot Toys has not put out a Terminator in a long time. So would a licensor, you know, allow people to park their license almost like on a retainer of sort, right? They're like, hey, we'll just pay you every year X amount of dollars to just hold it. That doesn't make sense business wise.
But also let's look at it like this. Terminator still a big, now we're just looking at the movies. And I mean, to me, like I've said it before, Terminator is my religion, but because of the diminishing returns from the latest movies, it's not the cat's meow right now. Let's be honest. It's not.
Those movies aren't.
So and yeah, that's true too. But also, like, I mean, if that license is, we really don't know how those deals work. I mean, with that company. So I mean, the last figure they produced was Genesis. That was the last thing they did, right? Yeah, Genesis. That was the last.
Yeah,
stuff.
they didn't even touch Dark Fate.
They didn't, because diminishing returns. And that was a couple of years. It was 20. It's been about, roughly about 4 or 5 years. So with it being the anniversary, could be. I'm just looking at what happened, from a couple years ago with the RoboCop stuff. We didn't think we would get that, and we got another RoboCop, and just that one figure. So I think with it being the 40th anniversary, and we're 5 years removed from Dark Fate, people starting to feel a little nostalgic. And with the, it's not many movies coming out this year. I really think I'm willing to bet money. Not a lot, but I'm willing to bet some, at least some folding money that we'll get something from Terminator from Hot Toys this year. I think they're holding on that license.
Well, Hammer of God makes a good point there. It says about 2 streams ago, J&D went into a lot of detail on the license front and why they do so much DC. Warner Brothers was the only company that gave them a license, or they wouldn't exist. It was good info. I mean,
yeah, it was the stream that I was listening to. But you can also see this thing in other side. Imagine if some licensors are also pushing Hot Toys to do something, and maybe the Back to the Future stuff that we are seeing is because Hot Toys is being pushed and not because they wanted to do it.
Right.
Well, I mean, you could look at contracts similar to like how Fox had the X-Men, or the Fantastic Four, and it was like, hey, you have to make a movie. If you don't make, that's the minimum guarantee I was talking about. Like, if you don't do this, then you're going to lose this license. Whatever negotiation that we set, previously, is still in effect. So we don't know. We don't know, man. I mean, which is a little unfortunate for us as collectors. And it's so weird because we're so deep into the hobby that, like, again, kind of going back to, Inart giving out a detonator, they're not thinking it's probably a big deal. Right, but us being deep into a hobby where we've got this very esoteric kind of view, way of thinking in the hobby, right? So, whereas they look at it like, oh, this is not even a big deal. For us, we're like, wait a minute, why are we just keep getting the same shit over and over and over? Because we're collectors, we want a variety. At least most of us, I think, do, right? Even if you don't buy it, it's nice to have the option, right? Oh man, I wish they would have made this, or
Sure.
Yeah.
That's so and then we get excited as collectors, when something new gets announced. Black Manta, even if I'm not personally going to buy it, that's exciting because, oh look, there's another new figure from this new movie that people are going to enjoy, who want it, right? So then we go, oh wow, look, there's a new company coming, Inart. Oh fuck, they were like, that's part of Queen Studios, they make some cool stuff. Oh cool, they're going into 1/6. Seemingly the same stuff, right? Asmus was doing Lord of the Rings. Hot Toys already did Pennywise. Hot Toys already did Joker, which is cool, but you're like, oh, okay, it's a little bit more of the same, a little bit better. Then you go, oh, look, J&D's coming in. Oh, fucking cool. Well, now they're going to do everything Inart's doing. So then you're like, fuck, man. Like, we want to be excited about new shit, Caustic Plastic dropping, Missing in Action. That's cool to me. Never mind the fact that I like collecting, 80s and 90s stuff. It's just new stuff. Like, we want to see new stuff. So
absolutely.
You feel the same way, Jay?
Absolutely. And that's the thing. We definitely, and I was saying it earlier, like, just it's beginning to become a little redundant. I think we're all kind of tired of purple coat Jokers, personally. It is exciting what J&D is offering, because I mean, it looks accurate and all that other type of stuff. But I mean, I do think most collectors are kind of tired right now. I mean, shit. I mean, Hot Toys literally slid their Joker, with this whole artisan thing, and I think that was the big draw, that this was a new line. So that kind of kicked life into that. Oh, this is their offering of the Joker. And then when you're looking at brand loyalty, it makes sense because there's brand loyalty. But when J&D coming out with theirs, I think there's also intrigue there because of the technology that they're using.
Oh, of course.
But it's kind of the price is out but I don't even think it's just the price. Yes, the price is one thing, absolutely. It's a spicy meatball, but also I think collectors are tired. I think if it was a different type of Joker, or if it was a different type of a figure, I think people would have been like, yeah, this is expensive, but I think you would have had more people like, yeah, maybe I'll try to get it or something.
Well, what if they did, because it was Kozhin's, right? What if they did, the Vincent Hanna, right, that he originally did, right? The Al Pacino from Heat. What if that was the announcement?
That would have been more.
Would that have not been so bombastic of an announcement? Because people like, there's a lot of people that they really enjoyed Dark Knight, and maybe, but doesn't it almost feels like oversaturation?
It's oversaturation, but they also want to get people that, I mean, the Joker, the Dark Knight appears to be an easy license to obtain, and they know there's a lot of people that love that portrayal of the Joker, so it's easy money for them, for those collectors that are going to get into it. Al Pacino from Heat or whatever, that's a niche of a niche of a niche.
Yeah, so that means, okay, let's go with the Joker because it's a more readily identifiable.
There you go.
In that sense, right? It's not so niche already in the niche, right? You're like,
exactly.
Let's get a Joker. That's why, like, when you start with Street Fighter, we start with Ryu, right? You don't start with, I don't know, Vega or somebody, right? A little bit more pop. I mean, and I get that. I totally do. But when we already have it on the market, you're like, kind of a bummer.
It is.
Yeah,
and the ones we got on the market are pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one, dude. It is definitely a tough one. I agree with Chris, man. I think J&D Joker, is probably better from a technological standpoint, but unnecessary, over-engineered for what you need on a shelf.
When you step away from it, it's a 1/6 scale figure.
Yeah, but then the owners say that those aren't our figures for us or something like that. That they're catering to a different audience for the J&D.
If it's not for us, then cool.
Yeah,
but you're still going to want something like that as a collector, right?
Of course,
want customers to be interested in your product regardless, instead of having like an elitism where you're like, hey, you know what, this is not for you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I would want it just as a content creator. I would want it just to see how it measures up. I mean, that's my intrigue, but I mean, to have it, I can't swing that. I ain't even gonna lie. I can't swing that. It's just,
can't really justify that price, no?
Yeah, if J&D did a, Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, dude, for sure.
I would find
J&D, really?
Instead of coming out with the Joker.
At that price point? For a single pack of a Michelle Pfeiffer, you think?
Well, maybe it's not a single pack. Maybe it's a civilian head sculpt and then the outfit. I don't know. I'm just.
Yeah, let's just say it's just a single pack. Let's just say if it's just a single pack for like, what was it, $850, the same way they charge for the Joker. Do you think
that's a lot, man? Yeah, I don't know, but
again, a lot.
People are paying.
But rooted hair, it's like top notch.
For me, for me to get into that, it would have to. I mean, anything that's over. Just I look at it. If it. Inart right now is that nice little blend of what we're used to from Hot Toys, and a little bit extra, a little bit more innovation and technology and goods that they use. We were already kind of like, what the hell? But with inflation and with the product that we got in hand, they look stellar. They look stellar. They look like they look like we can pay that, and it's like, okay, I don't feel too bad with the presentation and everything. Top of the creme, top of the crop. Okay, for $500 to $600, per figure. Okay, we get that. But now we're talking about $800 for a 1/6 scale figure, just one. I don't care how good the technology is. It's a little much, because at the end of the day, I lock in those poses. I change up those poses probably every couple of months or maybe a couple of weeks after I get the thing.
Yeah,
it's on the shelf with the rest of them, and it's $800 out of my pocket. So it's like. And I mean, and I even already had a taste of this from buying from 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘, to be honest with you, because I pay a little bit more for my figures sometimes, that's my own validity, that's my own shit. I get it, but still, I stopped doing it because we're slowing down on doing it. I would say is because at the end of the day, I'm like, damn, I'm paying all this for a 1/6 scale figure.
Yeah, even with really not the point. I mean, like, so you did not get Dead Strange, correct?
No.
So let's suppose you did. You would have gotten them 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Mine was actually supposed to be here today, but for some reason my delivery said it was the wrong address, even though it wasn't. So I'm kind of pissed. But my point is, it should have arrived today. It was out for delivery locally 3 weeks later. So 3 weeks is not that long, man. Remember a couple years ago, I remember, okay, yeah, 3-4 months.
6 months almost.
6 months, maybe, yeah, in some cases. But three weeks, I mean, Sideshow shipping shit. I mean, it's so, why am I going to pay that overseas all the time? Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Financially irresponsible.
Yeah, I would say. Oilers though says, speaking of someone who tries to make the best art that they can, which you do, I always look for opportunities to make my art a little bit better. J&D seems like they wanted an excuse to try to make theirs a little bit better too, which I get, I do. And it's not going to be obviously for everybody, but as collectors, we can't help but being drawn to new companies that are doing 1/6 stuff, right? Because that's what we collect. So when you see stuff like that, and you're like, damn. And you're right, Jay, like $800 something, and you're like, but I can have, like 3 other figures.
Yeah.
Or maybe I got a bunch of other pre-orders, or maybe I already have this version, but I don't need to spend.
Can I ask you all a question?
Yeah.
From what we've seen from the J&D Joker, do you guys think it's the most accurate Heath Ledger Joker that we have seen? Because so far, I think that sculpt does look phenomenal.
I would have to get it in hand, dude, to really know.
Need to get it in hand.
But
just going by the solicitations and the photos that we got, do you think it's the most accurate? Just those photos, because I mean, the detail that's in the face and the front, it does.
It looks good, but it's kind of weird, right? Like, because we're in this. But I swear, if you put the Inart Joker and the J&D Joker next to each other, it's kind of hard to tell the difference.
No, I don't think so, man. I think from straight on, that's called false apart. From certain angles, I think it looks a little bit better.
The Inart?
But I don't. No, the J&D one.
You're saying the J&D doesn't look as good
as
the
J&D doesn't look as good as Inart.
Oh, okay.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
See, when I look at them. And again, we would know because we're all in this. Everybody in the chat, we're all 6 scale collectors. But just from like a glance, when you look at the two, I'm like, they both look great. So it's hard for me to say like, oh, this is going to be even better because it costs more, or because it's got articulated fingers, or the silicone neck. I mean, I don't. Does that make it better? I don't know. It's a hard question to answer, especially right now because we don't have it in hand. And I think it would be a matter of preference. You might be excited for all the new tech. So you're like, oh, this is fucking way better, because I can move the fingers and, it's all
seamless. Cool.
Like, yeah. So it really depends, I guess, on what your preference is. But I don't think either of them are bad by any stretch. I think they're both amazing looking. And the Hot Toys 3.0 is 3.0 now, isn't it? The Artisan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It doesn't look too slouchy either,
No.
It doesn't look. Some of the hair thing was a little funky, but
to each their own, man. Yeah.
When you get that in hand for what, 400?
Yeah. I still think it looks like P. Diddy's
Halloween costume. Yeah.
But when we get it in hand, it's probably good. I mean, I think it's going to be. I think at this point, I think they all look fine. I think you can't go wrong with either one of the 3 at this point. I just feel bad for the poor schlub out there that's trying to sell their DX11.
Well, that's old.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting, or I would not be expecting to get like a bunch of money from that. I mean, dude, fucking DX07's going for $300. Fucking Luke 2-pack.
Mm-hmm. No shit, really? Right now?
You see it for $300 steadily on the BSTs.
Easy.
$300. That's retail, bro. I think it was 302 retail. Or 298. I think it was 302 when it came out.
So it's damn near back to retail now.
So it's
interesting.
Like, yeah. So it's just, I get it. Collection
the
obsession.
New
Yeah,
one is a little nice.
I don't know either about that with Artisan. If they're gonna use like neck down standard Hot Toys stuff, but then again, they're not going into that $800 price range yet either. So I don't know. It's crazy, bro. It is crazy, man. JD smiling. Joker looks off. I thought it looked a little off too. The smiling one, that smirk he had going. I'm not too sure. But I mean, and I get it, and I can see where AJ's saying it right. That, you know, 𝗕𝗘𝗥𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗕𝗄 is a custom studio making custom figures, and comparing to the other customs, 850 is a bargain. Some can run up to 35. Yeah, but it's not custom.
You can't compare a custom to a mass-produced figure.
Yeah, because
or, you know,
he's not making every single Joker. You gotta understand that. There's a master one, whereas a custom, they're making every single one, right?
Yeah.
But this Joker's head is going to a factory in China, and someone's gonna sit there all day and paint just the eyeballs. Then the next guy is gonna paint just the forehead or whatever, or the hair. You see what I'm saying? So it's not a custom.
Assembly line.
So assembly line, exactly. So yeah. And I agree, Agent, right? Yeah, dude, it's something different. I can't wait. Missing in action. So it's just tough, bro. It's tough. Ghostbusters Plus collector, what's up, my man? $800 6-scale plastic figure. Would rather spend that on a core scale statue with more detail and presence. Personally, understand most want it to move, but I guess it depends on what you like more.
Sure.
I want more for my cash. I'm with you. When you get to a certain point, right? And you're like, well, shit, should I just go in statue territory? Mario, you've been saying it for years.
If you're gonna pay that, if you're gonna pay all that money for it, you might as well.
You get a lot. You get a lot more for your money, I think.
Absolutely.
There's I don't know though, but see, I like doing photos.
You like do photos with statues.
Yeah, sort of. And I've done.
You're just not going to be able to get those same poses.
But I'm going to tell you one thing. I did a couple of photos of statues, and I was fucking bored.
I get that.
Yeah, I was bored.
I get that.
It felt, for me, it felt more like work doing photos on statues than it does on 6-scale figures.
Just because you can't really move them around so much.
Yeah, I mean, I can articulate and change. I mean, and granted, you can say there's swap outs, but there's oftentimes multiple accessories and multiple hands and the articulation, so that when I can pose figures in a multitude of ways with different backgrounds to really kind of tell a story. Then with the statue, I'm kind of like, well, look, I'm just really just doing product photography.
Exactly.
You know, I took this can of soda and I'm just taking a picture of it in multiple angles of light, and like that's it.
Wow, you can compare like an intricate statue to a can of soda. Jeez, man, there's a lot more to it than that.
When it comes to product photography, absolutely. That's because it's static. It's not. It's nothing you can. There's nothing you can do there.
Hey, listen, I love statues, man. I bought that fucking Prime 1 Terminator, and I bought that Ripley.
Telling the story, those ones, that Ripley one, especially.
Yeah. And listen, I'll take a couple of photos, but. No, I don't know. The Terminator is gonna be tough. I might take a lot, just because. But it's still the same though. But it just looks gorgeous, right? But it's just preference for me as a photographer. I'd like to articulate and pose, but it only goes so much high. You know what I mean? To where you're like, shit. You know, I get what Jay's saying. Like, you can buy a statue and you're just kind of limited. You're limited.
Locking in the pose without the fun. I mean, honestly, that was the appeal to Hot Toys to me in the beginning. Was the likeness was one, and two, locking in those poses, because that's my, getting it out the box and getting it posed, and the challenge of making it look like the product photography, or or telling your own story and creating your own art with it. That's what makes it fun for me. That's where it's hard for me to go into statues, because I also get bored. I mean, even with figures I have here, I get bored. But then when I change those poses, it's like I have a new figure all over again.
Well, yeah, and that's not to take away from it. I'm just saying from a photography standpoint. And like that's what I bought. I bought the Cyberdyne Shootout, the Prime 1. So you're absolutely you cannot compare it. It does it whole. That's why I was like, dude, I gotta get this. I just mean from taking photos, I want to have more creativity. That's what I enjoy, but I can't take away from, of course, like this is like I had to buy the statue. It's not that I won't have a statue, but it's just kind of not as fun to do photography work, is what I mean.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can't get the T1000, bro. I just can't. I have to draw a line. I can't be able to, Because I thought about that. I was like, damn, you get that, get the endoskeleton.
What about that endoskeleton though?
I
man?
know that endoskeleton's
That
fucking
one
sick,
is dude.
That
Looks nice.
That's a
And
beauty.
3 third scale Terminator statues.
Mm-hmm. It's only 3.
No, it's not
want
only
3.
3. That's like most of your.
I want that shootout. I ain't even gonna lie. I do. It's just I can't swing it. I can't.
Yeah. Well, listen, I love them, but you know, it is what it is. You know, and you talked about that, right? You talked about the Prime 1 Michelle Pfeiffer, right? The Blitzwing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want it. I'm still waiting for that waitlist to convert.
But do you
Still
feel
waiting.
like you want it because you don't have a good representation of it in 1/6?
Yeah. That's exactly right. And then if we get it, I know it's gonna be like, well, fuck, I want that too. And then what do I do with, a big, an actual toddler size statue of Michelle Pfeiffer? I mean, I keep it, but that's the risk. If I could get a good representation of her in 1/6, yeah, I wouldn't feel the need to have it. But that statue. And Mario, I've talked to Mario about this. I've talked to you all about this at one point. Statues do have this thing where they call out to you. They just do. I experienced that. They do. They call out to you. It's just like I've gone to my local shop and I think I stared at I think it was a Joker statue. It was the one, so many Joker statues, but it was the one where I'm sitting on the couch and he had the gun twirling it. And I saw that statue and I stared at it and all the shit that was around it, and it just told the story.
Are you talking about that tweeter head one?
Yeah.
The tweeter
head.
yes.
In the chair?
Yeah. That one's fucking
Nice
great.
piece.
I think they did that in a bunch, right? They did it in 6 scale and then quarter scale.
I saw that thing and the quarter scale. I stared at that thing for like 30 minutes. So my wife had to call me out the store. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I was just staring at this statue. It just caused me." And that Pfeiffer, that one, I mean, that just hits all the feels right there. It's sexy. I mean, I think that is the best likeness of Michelle Pfeiffer I've ever seen. I mean, I think that's like the best Prime 1 in my opinion that I've seen. Like where the likeness.
𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗠 shootout, bro. Terminator is better.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure that
not that I'm disputing.
When you get it in hand, yeah.
But no, but you're right though. You're right when you see like statues call out to you because they're like fucking sirens, right? They're luring you to your grave, bro, with their fucking lulls. You're like, dude, because it just happens. It just happens. Like we look at stuff all the time. We look at tons of statues, figures, vehicles, whatever, has labs, but certain things, right, just pop out of nowhere, and they're like. Some companies like, oh, by the way, check it out. Look what we're gonna do right now. And then whatever that is. In my case, it was that 𝗕𝗦𝗠 shootout. And your eyes go to it, and you're like, oh my god, I have to have. I just have to have this piece, right? And that's, yeah. P-Rock, what is up, my man? She got them thighs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. Am I still getting the Batwing, dude? I've opted out, man. I opted out because I've got 6 vehicles and no room, and as much as I want this damn thing,
you have like all the Batmobiles now, right?
Yeah, but what am I
Now
gonna
you
do
have the
with this
Justice League too, right? The BVS.
Yeah, BVS. So, and then the 89, this year, you
got back the 66.
Yes. So what am I gonna do? I can't put. I want the Batwing though. That's fucked. I do want that Batwing, but that thing is fucking massive.
I would remove everything you have there on your second layer on your left shoulder, left arm, second layer.
My Star Trek.
Take everything out from there and put.
Get the fuck out of here. That's not gonna happen, bro. Star Wars goes before Star Trek, so. I know, right? I know. Watch like half the chat leave, but you know what? It is what it is. I mean, I can't get rid of Trek. I can't. Mario's already dipped. He's like, I'm out. Whatever. I'll bring it back. I'll let him come in. Yeah. So it's tough, dude. It is tough, man. The PCS 3rd scale RoboCop will be my first statue. Dude,
nice.
That's man. Hoping to get Prime 1 T2 in the future if it's not 6K in the aftermarket. That's the problem, right? These things go like. Fuck, man. RoboDoc. Yeah, man. That's actually in stores now, too. It's interesting. Toy Box was in like Walmart or something, and they had it. And Yeah, did you guys see that? I haven't watched it yet, but it's a 3-part documentary about RoboCop, the making of.
Nah,
I know.
nah.
Yeah, it was really, really good. We watched it in Discord. I just wasn't around for it, but
Yeah?
yeah. And yeah, LaForge, of course. You know, so it's shit, dude. Lucifer says, I've been binging every Star Trek film on Max. Hell yeah. That is what's up, dude.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, so yeah, this is rough, guys. I mean, space is an issue. When do we say like, hey, we can't get this?
I'm still trying to figure that out, man. I got probably a little bit more than half my collections sitting are not displayed just because of space.
Hurts.
And it's like, what? I don't want to get rid of anything, but you know, what do I do?
Listen,
it's not
okay.
like you don't have space. You have a empty wall in your back, so
he's not wrong.
There's
like a whole empty wall right there. What's going on?
There's it's reserved, but I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't have enough space to display what I want to behind this empty wall. So
yeah, no, I get it. But listen, don't regret, man. I've sold a lot of shit over time. I mean, we all collect differently, but I'm just saying, I mean, like when I'm out of space.
I have as well, man, but there were some pieces that I did regret selling. Fortunately, they were reissued, so I was able to get a couple of them back.
Like, I kind of regret selling some stuff, but I feel like this market's so fucked.
Yeah.
Like I just said, like $300 for DX07. I mean, it's a buyer's market. So if I really felt like I want this back, it's not like it was like 3 years ago at all.
I recently sold my Christopher Reeve Superman, and honestly, it was funny because I sold mine, and then second brother got his lady got him his for Christmas, and then when I was like, I did feel a little bad. I was like, damn, I just sold mine, but the age is really shown on that figure, and even he said it himself. He was like, yeah, after looking at it, he was like, yeah, he kind of went back on how he felt about 2.0s because some of this stuff is just age, you know, and this time some of these things need 2.0. So it's going to come around again. Like at one point I felt bad. I think the only thing that I really felt bad of that I sold was the Mark 6. And here we are. We're getting another Mark 6.
You know, another one,
a better one.
A better one. So, you know.
You have that on pre-order, Jay?
Yes, sir.
Look at that fucking Mark 2.
Yeah.
Like fucking crazy, dude. Like, yeah. So, dude, I wish we'd get some Stargate, dude, as well. I do. Yeah. I mean, listen, you know, space comes. I don't really know what to think about that because when I run out of space, Mario, I kind of look at some things and I go, well, give me some things I'm kind of, you know, don't mind getting rid of right now.
Of course.
I've got other things that I need to get rid of first.
Yeah, I mean, it just happens. I mean, when you look at stuff that you've had for a while, I'm not saying buy something and then sell it like in a month. That's crazy to me.
No.
You know, kind of looking through the archives and you're like, well, okay, maybe I'll get rid of this. It's been a while. You know, I've enjoyed it, but there's so much other new stuff because you do run out of space, or else you're just buying it and storing it somewhere.
Doing what I do, right?
Yeah, I don't want to do that because you know. Then it kind of like really takes over my life in a sense because then you're like, okay, well now I have to go find a different house because I've got, you know, another 200 in a box somewhere.
You're really gonna justify buying another house just for your collection?
Isn't that what people do?
No.
Get better space, get bigger space. That's what everybody in the chat's saying.
Well, for your collection,
right? Knock down some walls, right?
Sure.
Build a new wing into the house, right? Get a bigger house. Like, I mean, so I mean, it's not unheard of. I mean, I'm just saying, but at that point, you're feeling like,
come out here and try and do that. You know, see
sure, but you guys can't.
Yeah, for real.
You can't deny that the thought doesn't occur to you, though, right? You're
of
like,
course it does. Of course, man.
Place.
That's why I'm hanging on to my shit just in case later actually happens. You know,
right.
But I also got to consider reality. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Start getting rid of some shit. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, the reality is we all have a finite amount of space.
Of course.
Yeah.
And when that gets filled, I mean, Joao, what if they drop 4 more vehicles that you really want?
I don't have space.
Yeah, and I look behind you and I'm like, there's no way. You know what I mean?
I still have a wall. The wall here is empty, but the vehicles take way too much space. Way too much.
Way too much. Yes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
vehicle. If you consider one vehicle, how many figures you could use the space of
Charlie,
a
it's right
vehicle?
here.
You can
Right
use
behind me,
a
actually.
lot of figures in the vehicle space.
Yeah, but if you want to, well, I don't want to say cram, but I feel like you would cram figures on a shelf at that point.
I don't like to cram figures so much. Because...
Well, me neither, but eventually I think that's what you do, right? Like maybe you just have DTOFs, for example, and you just start kind of putting like 4, 5, 6 figures in one shelf because you're like, well, fuck it, this is my space. This is all I have.
Yeah,
and I'm getting more stuff.
You even don't consider vehicles at that point.
Right, but then you get module cases or you build your own displays or whatever you have, and then you're like, oh, this looks really nice, kind of spaced out. But then more and more figures come in, and you're like, well, fuck it, I don't have any space, so they have to go here.
But you see, what's the problem is that I'm saying I'm not. If there are 4 more vehicles that I like, and I'm saying that I'm not going to get it, but I already pre-ordered the DeLorean, the Mark III, and I have the 89 Batmobile from 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗢𝗡. So I have 2 vehicles coming, and I need to study which way I'm going to do. Most probably, I need to build one more shelf. That's the way it will go. There's no other way.
Right.
And Joel, if they come up with that, because I think they're going to do it. If they come out with that DeLorean a DeLorean Mark 1 2.0 with the
that's a no-brainer.
That's 3.
Yeah,
that's 3 vehicles.
Then I will have the 2 and the 3, and I will not have the first one. No way. I need to
get about that though, and I feel like I can't. Never say never, right? Because our brains are always like changing and thinking, but like, I don't think I can have 3 DeLoreans.
You say that now.
I say that now, and I'll probably say that when it drops. But there's going to be a huge part of me that wants all 3. But then the like kind of the reasonable side of me is like, where the hell am I going to put them?
Yeah.
You then have to plan and say, okay, listen, I'm going to do an actual themed thing, and if I could, I would. So it's an interesting, it's a dilemma that we face all the time because vehicles, as Joel mentioned, they're freaking huge.
Swap out quarterly. You could swap out quarterly.
There was a moment
through my head.
There was a moment last year. There was a moment last year that I was seeing Anthony going forth and back with Afterlife. Should I really get it? Should I not get it? I said, this guy is going to regret if he doesn't get Afterlife. But you got it, and do you like it?
Yeah, I only have a slight deviation of my
but the vehicle.
No, I love the vehicle. I think the issue that you have is that you have the 84 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗏 I never was able to get, and it's really out of reach. And in my brain, it's like, you know what? I would prefer an 84. I would prefer the original 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗏 with the original Ghostbusters. However, the Afterlife is a pretty fucking nice vehicle, man.
I think it's beautiful.
Vehicle.
I mean, it might even be better than the original 84. But I think just from the nostalgia head in me, I just wanted the original. So that's where you're like, But it's a fantastic vehicle.
Yeah, the Nobi saying 3 DeLoreans are a must for Back to the Future.
I'm gonna catch up on chat. I was just gonna say, I was gonna comment on Ghostbusters comment, right? When you collect statues, you sell more, bring in new ones, keeps it fresh, curate your collection. Of course, there'll be a few ones that you won't sell, and that's the same with 1/6. I mean, it really is. But Denobi, my man, what is up, bro? Since I'm ready for more vehicles to be added to my collection, I hope the community is. Expect more this year. There's gonna be, man. 3 DeLoreans are a must. Are they though? Look, I love.
He already has 3 DeLoreans.
Yeah, he already is.
I got a whole goddamn shelf dedicated. I love it, but it's like 3. Can I do it? I want to do it. Should I do it?
To that point, the DeLorean is also the vehicle that is more collector friendly. It's the smaller of.
It is very
all the
small. I
vehicles.
mean, I did consider that.
I got one shelf. I got the Mark 1 and the Mark 2 on one shelf together. So there you go.
So,
you can you can make it work.
Even Mario has a DeLorean. and
I do. Yeah, who would have thought?
And he loves it.
No, absolutely do, man.
Where is it? Is it in storage?
It's right here.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah,
down here
let
in the
me
bottom
ask you,
shelf.
if you search on Facebook, man, 𝗕𝗔𝗦𝗓, our buddy Seth, he made the stands. He may still be making them.
You know, I was actually thinking, I was to ask you about this. Did you ever consider in using some kind of stand for the 𝗕𝗘𝗠𝗘? Because
elaborate.
Because of the wheels. The wheels are made of rubber, right? And I think after some times, probably they will start to lose the shape. Because it happened with 89 Batmobile. It's true. They will start to deform.
So you feel like
the 𝗕𝗘𝗠𝗃 is so heavy. The 𝗕𝗘𝗠𝗃 is so heavy because that's a very heavy piece, right? And it's standing on those wheels.
Yeah.
I have been checking if I could find some kind of stuff that I could put under the vehicle to lock, only to lift it a bit, not to let those wheels. I don't know.
So the wheels
maybe
keep
I'm just
shape.
seeing too much. Yeah, exactly.
No, that makes sense.
I know some people had problem with 89, the Batmobile from Hot Toys. Some people had problems that the wheels lost the shape with the years.
No shit.
Really?
That's why mine, I change mine with that stand, the one that can rotate. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I remove it. Yeah, you need to rotate the tires, say Walker, but the 𝗕𝗘𝗠𝗃 to rotate the tires is not easy. That thing is a beast to rotate the tires.
Well, I mean, look, I mean, I guess all vehicles would probably have that. Yeah, rotate the tires, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, maybe you could have some type of, I see what you're saying, just to kind of alleviate some of that pressure.
Exactly.
Well, especially for that vehicle. That vehicle, you're talking about 70-pound vehicle. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
Charlie Unicorn saying just use some black packing foam under the axles to take some of the pressure off the wheels. Perhaps. I could see, but I see what you mean. Just some type of wedge underneath to kind of just brace it a little, just to kind of
only just
alleviate some of
the
that
wheels,
gravity.
not to touch on the shelf.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't know about this one. I don't know if 𝗕𝗘𝗏, if you're still in the chat, if your 84 𝗕𝗘𝗠 has had wheel issues at all, or if you rotate the tires.
𝗕𝗏𝗏 normally rotates the tires.
Well, I mean, you should, so Tumblr can have the same issue, says P-Rock. Just roll it every 3 months.
Roll it every 3 months. Wow.
No way. I'm going to take the Tumblr to roll with it every 3 months.
I can see you on the ground doing that shit.
Okay. Well,
there's 𝗕𝗏𝗏. He says he rotates his wheels for real.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
Right?
So that's one thing I'm going to put on my schedule. Wheels rotation.
All right.
And you too. Don't say all right. You should do the same.
Well, no, I think everybody should rotate them. And I'll as much as
I saw you do carbine. It's on your freaking vehicles, dude. It's crazy.
Well, that's what we got to do, man. Ghostbusters West Collection says I will have 4 DeLoreans. I'm getting 2 Mark III so I can display the 55 wheels and the train wheels. You will too, man.
Nice.
You will, man. Nice. I loved looking at your collection, man.
Yeah, he does amazing stuff.
It's like, it was cool, man, that you already kind of did that already. So I'm sure you're stoked.
Did you see the pre-𝗕𝗘𝗠 he did from the Afterlife?
Yeah, fucking cool, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, he does great work over there. So it's a tough one, man. I would like to get them. I do really want to have all 3, but it's like, how do you set it up? Like, I would think I needed like either half a garage shelf or like a max 150 Moduspace case, and then you could have 2. I would have 1 and 3 kind of on the ground, maybe 3 a little elevated with like some train track kind of thing, and then 2, because you have the height, you keep 2 like hover like in the air, and then put all your memorabilia, put all your figures in there, and you have this big ass fucking case, which really is not that much space if you think about it. It's like half a shelf, half a garage rack,
Not even 10 minutes, and he's already studying how to do.
Well, no, I've already, because
10 minutes ago he was not getting it.
No, I'd already thought about that shit when it was announced, but it's like I'm like arguing with myself, justifying it.
But you really think Hot Toys is going to do it? Do you think they are going to redo it, the first DeLorean?
I don't see why they wouldn't.
They will
redo the Mark 1.
They're going to. It's going to happen. And the reason why, because they're setting it up for it. And I mean, they already have the molds. They already have the LEDs. They just need to do it. I can't see them not doing it. And then, but for people like me that have the the one that's gonna. So it puts me. See, it puts me at a weird spot because I'm like,
Yeah.
if I was to, would I sell the first one? If I was to sell the first one now, I would probably get more for it now than I would get it when. If they do it, that first one's gonna tank.
Well, sure.
That's
I mean, the first one doesn't have
It's already tanking.
the
you
new
know?
electronics and stuff like 2 and 3.
Mhm.
Which, by the way, shout out to Monica out there, because he had told me he had asked over there at Secret Base that the Mark III still has the same power button switch bullshit as the Mark II.
Really?
Yeah, because I asked, and he's like, I'll find out, and then he let me know, because I was hoping they would change that, because we're kind of beyond that point, but yeah, my Ecto didn't move for 3 years, and the tires were fine, so that's good to know. But I would definitely re-roll. But yeah, and then it's the same thing, yeah, because next year is the 40th anniversary, 2025. So I mean, they could. How many times they reissue that?
Anniversaries and hot toys, they never go well together.
I don't know. I'm not sure, dude. I think because they did the Tumblr how many times? 2 or 3 times already.
Yeah, but Return of the Jedi, Empire.
Yeah,
I guess when it comes to Star Wars, I mean, Howard's favorite IP. Is it
his favorite IP? It doesn't feel like it.
He said it previously, man. So I don't know, unless he changed his mind.
Well, I don't know. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna probably wrap, man. We'll hit over that 2-hour mark. Unless there's anything else we want to talk about, but we can riff all night. But might be about that time. So let's do some rounds here, man. Jay.
Oh,
hi.
Hi. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
You awake?
Of course. Barely. Man, the little girl was running me ragged today. Oh my gosh, she would not take a damn nap. So for all you guys that have kids, y'all know how it is. But no, man, it was a great conversation tonight. Thank you for having me, as always. Fun,
always
fun conversation with you guys. Just great. What I got going on, we showed it at the top of the show. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate that. I love that. For the Kurt Cobain, that review went up a couple of days ago, so that's up on the channel. We got my collection tour, which will happen at some point. Some point is going to happen.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. But anyway, go ahead.
I keep changing. Every time I now Kurt Cobain is in the display and he looks cool. I'm like, well, I want to go back and film that. So at some point you guys will get you'll get a collection tour. So that's gonna happen, and that's about it. If anything pops up this week, which we'll do a video. Best of the best next week, and same old rotation. That's about it for me. So once again, thank you so much for having me.
Always, dude. No, always, guys. Always, man. Yeah, links are in the description, guys. If you're new and do not know Brother Cousins, do not know Mario, do not know Big Brett, I will actually put Bretta's in the description as well, because he was kind of a surprise guest.
Yeah, but I came today.
Yeah,
out of nowhere. And maybe you were not expecting me, but I came today, and
you're always welcome.
Hey, man, happy you came, bro.
I love it when you come.
It was great to talk with you, and I don't know.
Totally
wrong.
I'm on holidays now, and
it's great, man. I mean, so
I'm going back to Discord today, so I can have time now for Discord again.
Oh, please come join you. We miss you.
It's been months. I've not been there, and thanks for having me. I don't know what I'm going to do this week, because I don't think there's much things coming out, so probably no more reviews. Maybe only Collectors Unite on Thursday, and LWO Friday evening. That's about it.
You're hosting, by the way.
I like your display. I mean, I always know your display, but I don't get to see it often full screen.
I want to do before moving everything, I want to do a Mandalorian collection tour, because I have them all now. And after, because I want to remove the Mandalorian stuff and bring back the old stuff that I have in boxes, so I'm thinking on maybe do a collection tour, because I was waiting for a Tumblr. Tumblr already came. But I'm still checking with Brian from Moduspace what can I do with him, and let's see.
Oh, well, totally, man. I totally get that. Mario, that damn Kurt Cobain.
That damn Kurt Cobain, man. Here it is, live in the flesh.
Looks good.
Yeah,
looks good, man.
That figure is beautiful.
It is.
Hopefully you'll get you soon, Ant.
Yeah,
but
well,
you
this
don't
is
like
one
the
situation.
you don't like the 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘 sculpt, Mario?
I love it, man. But I don't know. I kind of want to display them like this without the other one.
Did you see Bob Dylan buy that custom one of the unplugged version?
The unplugged version,
So
the
he
the
did
glow
head
set.
sculpt on it.
Nah, I haven't seen that.
Oh man, it's
I
fantastic. That's
kind of
what Bob-
want. I kind of want some. I want custom 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘 and
Dave Grohl.
now. Yes, I want to create the whole band now. I do.
Oh, really?
Dude, Dave Grohl's so
Yeah.
fucking cool, man.
Cool,
That's a
man.
cool guy. I met him 3 times.
Yeah, he's
He is-
oh, you did.
Bro?
He's a cool dude.
I met him 3 times. 3 times.
Y'all are
He's-
talking. Why you got me solo? What the fuck?
Because we're saying goodbye.
Because
What
we like to see
admire?
you.
Oh, he has control, but whatever. I veto. So we're saying goodbye. Thank you for obviously being here. What's coming up with you? You know, all that stuff.
Well, y'all know Monday night Profi Chat. We got it coming up 6:30. Hopefully,
Oh,
Joao
yeah.
can make it then too, man.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
can.
yeah.
I can.
Oh yeah, my man's finally coming. We'll be reunited, man. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice to have you back, dude. And Friday night LWO be on beautiful Joao's channel as well. My man will be hosting that night, and then yeah, you.
No,
What-
me. It's
Big
me.
brother. Big brother, yeah. Big
Oh,
brother be
okay.
hosting.
Yeah, he will.
Exactly.
First LW.
Yeah, he will. He will. And then back here Saturday night. Back at it again, dude. So it's basically it. Good chat. Good chat with the 3 of us. Joao, freaking up. Always love to have you
I love
around,
it. Yeah,
man.
it was
So
great. It's
It
great.
was awesome to have you here, bro.
I've got things coming, dude. I've been so busy with work, dude. I still have more photos. I didn't talk about Jordy this week. I know you guys already did. I appreciate that. From X06.
Oh, we did talk. We could talk about Jordy.
We could have, but you guys did the rounds, and I appreciate that. And I will just say that his paint app's not final, and it looks fantastic. And I'm glad that there's a great response. Next generation's awesome, and it's gonna be great. But I have a few more things here that I have to do photos for. So work's been a little slow. That's kind of why we didn't do anything last Saturday, guys. So apologize. That's why we weren't around last Saturday. Just been swamped. And Tuesdays, I got to get my Tuesday show back. So hopefully this Tuesday I have time and we can roll that. And like we're all saying here, collection tours, man. It's kind of shitty sometimes because you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it, but wait,
Yeah,
There's more.
there's always that one thing coming, right? You're like, shit, might as well
right.
wait for
And
that.
then I rebuilt
Yeah,
my shelves
I
over
know.
here, so I built this new rack for the other vehicles. So this is
Yeah,
all
looks
done.
good.
And then I finished all my Hall of Armors, so that's all done. And then I was like, well, wait, because my zombie Iron Man's here, my zombie Deadpool, all my Marvel zombie stuff's behind it. I was like, wait, my Dead Strange should be here today. And then they fucked up the delivery. So then I was like, in my head, I'm like, cool, let's do that. When he's here and that's set, then boom, let's do a collection again. And then it's like,
When was your last collection tour, man? Because it's changed, I think, since your last one. Like
last year, last
Was
December.
it last year? Last December?
Not this December, but the previous December.
2022.
Oh, wow. It's
Yeah.
been a while.
Yeah, so I was gonna do one December of 2023, but I was like, wait, I got a couple things coming in.
Dude, I think my only one was like mid 2021, and that was like half of this. I've never freaking done another one. I mean, other than I put up some shorts, bullshitted with it, but I haven't really done a full on.
And I do that too. Like I just dropped a little Instagram reel or
Yeah.
TikTok, showing off some vehicles.
Sorry,
This is what I wanted.
I hate shorts. I don't like. It's not for me.
But what I want to do now, though, is that after putting the DeLorean in here, Doc and Marty setting up a couple other figures on the bottom shelf. I've got some mixed sequel figures from Star Wars. I'm like, and Kurt Cobain came in. I don't want to box them back up. I want to put them fucking in a display.
Right? You want to?
Gandalf is here. I want to get that out and put them in display. So I guess any remaining sequel shit is gonna box up and use that space just to put some more of these one-offs in here that I got.
You should.
Then I'll do it. Then I'll put something together. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I need to break this down. I want to rearrange this room, but I'm waiting on some extra pieces from Magic cases because I need to catch a few things.
It's always something.
Rebuilding and
it's always something. I know.
I know.
I'm gonna wait for
and
this.
then I can get my statues up after that.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
That's
why like shorts and stuff and reels are cool, or the TikToks, or because you're like, oh
yeah,
look,
but John don't like them.
Well, he
I
doesn't
don't
have
like
to do
shorts.
them.
man. So I'm like,
I don't
He doesn't
like
have to do them. I mean, they're not for everybody, but they're kind of nice when you're like, oh, hey, look, I just set up this shelf. I want to just kind of do a quick little check it out. And people are like, oh, wow, that's cool.
No, and I
Instead
know
of making a whole
shorts.
video.
shorts can help you a lot with subscribers, but I don't know why I never got much into shorts. I don't know. Maybe I just don't have the skill for doing those viral shorts. I don't know.
Yeah, it's something new. We just kind of adapt to. I mean,
Keith, please comment.
It's fun. But Collector Joey, what's up, my man? Thanks for coming through. We're about to wrap. But
Joey.
You see why Euler's saying he got 400 new subscribers from one short.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's all it takes is just one, man.
That's why.
Yeah, but the problem is that the people that subscribe to you from your shorts, probably they will not watch your long content, the videos, and then that will mess up with your retention.
Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily, because your retention's still your retention. It's not based off your subscriber count. It's based off what's currently going on live or people watching, right? But I understand what you mean, because there's some people that are just going to tune in for your shorts, but some of those people, and I see it all the time here on my channel, people will come in and be like, hey, this is the first time I've watched you live. You know, it's like, cool.
Yeah.
I've seen one in the chat tonight.
Yeah, but not everybody's going to do that though, right? Not everybody's gonna, which I get your point, Joel, but it's, you know, it's fun if you know, hey, look, some of this is some short content, some of this is long form discussions.
Yeah, I got like 5,000 views from the I think what was it of the Toby and the from Toby where Spider-Man and the pose I did. I think I did one last week and I got like 5,000 views and I got probably maybe about 5 or 6 new subs. And then I started seeing it, and then when I went live last week, I started seeing people I never seen. I was like, "Oh, okay." So
yeah, it's fun, you know. And if I can share my content in multiple forms for people, hey, you just give it a try, man.
I have one short from an Iron Man I made, and they have 13,000 views.
Joel, you can just do shorts of where you live at, bro, and you'll get a bunch of views.
No, because people will subscribe to you thinking, oh, this guy is in China, but then, oh, why the fuck is he collecting toys?
It's China.
You'd have to have a different, you know, channel for just that or something. So
yeah, you need to be always associated with what you are doing. You cannot go.
Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, have a great night. Thank you for coming in, Joel. What's going on with the forehead?
Nothing. It's just a stupid thing I found here just now.
Okay. Well, so yeah, everybody else have a great weekend. We're approaching February, so we're gonna have a little bit of a downtime, I think, but use this time to appreciate what you got. Repost some figures, maybe reorganize. You know, it's gonna be a little slow, as it always is in February, but it's gonna pick back up. We're gonna have a lot of fun, I think. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe.
Before we go, are we? Do we think is Hot Toys done? Is everything shut down? Joel, you would know. Is
no. You still have
one more week, right?
You still have until February the 7th or 8th.
Oh wow,
February 7th.
Yeah.
We got a week.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit, but it's, you know, then before we know it, it's going to be kind of a little bit of.
Does that mean our channels are shut down too until they pick back up again, or what? You guys should talk about
what you want to talk about, you know.
Maybe I'll watch some movies. We could talk about that.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I'm watching 𝗕𝗘𝗥𝗖𝗢𝗠 for the first time.
Ooh.
I'm watching the first season. I mean, I started yesterday. I'm already on episode 7.
First season's great.
It's amazing.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
It is so great.
Why is he Russian? I don't know.
Let's go. I need to go lunch. Let's go.
All right. Yep. I gotta go as well. My friends, you guys all have a great weekend, and we will see you guys next week, probably Tuesday on my show as well. So, all right, guys.
You will have John from Inart Tuesday.
I will not. I haven't talked to John in a little while, but I'm sure he'll be doing the rounds soon, and we'll see him again. Yeah. So
starting tomorrow. He's starting tomorrow the 2024 tour.
Oh, he's doing the tour. Oh, well, then we'll see what's up. So
bring him on.
Right. My friends, you guys have a great rest of your night. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Peace.